I get drunk. I play funk. I tell lies. I get high. I never try. I let loose. Wild goose. I take a ride. I nearly die. I get bumped. Shut up. I call in sick. Suck my dick. I kick your ass. Smoke your mother's grass. Stay up late. I masturbate. I look great. Straight hate. Get laid. Get paid. Taco loco. Johnny Yoko. Nice dinner. What are you up to, dinner? I get drunk. I play funk. Stay away from the phone.
Stop it.
Just leave me alone. I'm living large. Bitch, in charge. I light an incense. Gene Vincent. Get the notion. Rub on it in the lotion. Keep it busy. Pump is busy. I thank God for a hot rod. Come on your face. Play the boogie bass. I've told you. Say what? No. Love metal. Heavy metal. Nice sweater. W double G's the letter. I make a fire. Cool desire. I speculate. Ejaculate. I get drunk. I play funk. I get high. I make it cry.
Hello.
Hello, my darling.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
What's up? Well, it's been quite a morning.
Yeah.
There were 3 felony charges brought down, and that's what I was watching just before we jumped on the air because I overslept.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I feel fresh as a daisy.
Well, I feel bad for Hunter. If his
I
name
do
was
too.
anything other than a Biden, this charge would not even be brought. So it's
Yep.
very political. It's fucking
Of course
horseshit.
it is. Of course it is.
It's so-
Political fucking hit job.
And it's the
Everything we
height.
accuse us
It's
of.
literally the height of hypocrisy from these
Yep.
motherfucker 2A bros. Oh yeah, guns. Oh, they don't want any laws on fucking guns at all. This asshole.
No,
this asshole.
just our uteruses.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I signed that paper. I was high. What the fuck?
You know, there's more circumstantial evidence in that because nobody actually saw him using drugs in that time frame.
Yeah, I know.
So
I've been
how?
following this closely, and it rubs my rhubarb.
Yeah,
Tell you.
to say the least.
Oh, everybody in Chatland. We got Elizabeth, we got Gunther, we got Spiking, we got Mark, we got Mr. Spock, Gen X George. Let me see, Mom's Russo,
Yep.
Swampy. Hi, Swampy.
We got Kath Zinn
Coming
and
over, honey.
over here in Twitch. Mark and Moms are over there too. Star
We
Gal.
got Jolie, we got M. Kilgore, Jim the Geek. Hello, everybody. Happy fucking Tuesday.
Yeah. I'll tell
We need to
you.
get high every Tuesday. Let's get high every Tuesday.
That's what we do. I get drunk every Tuesday. I get high every Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. I'm a sloppy, no good drunk. I just don't do good under alcohol. First one drink and I'm sliding out of my chair. Drooling like Donald Trump.
Oh my God! Did you see that crusty shit?
Oh
oh
my-
my God! I want to barf.
I literally gagged. I was like, I can't even. I can't even watch this as a fucking grown man, not a baby.
God.
You know, and it was all white and foamy like rabbit foam.
I can't think about it.
It's so gross.
I can't think about it. I'm gonna throw up. Like literally, he's so gross.
I think I'm gonna barf.
Oh my God.
Oh my. That's exactly what came into my mind as soon as that video started playing. I think I'm gonna fucking barf.
And just the derangement of his whole shark and battery thing. Like, we have a boat, people. There are batteries on boats. There's a battery on every boat. I just want you to know.
And every car, and
they
every
are-
truck,
they
and
are
every
marine.
bus.
They are marine batteries. Like, you have to have a specific marine battery. Oh God, you're so dumb. I can't even take it.
Midas J, how you doing, honey?
Think I'm gonna
Chris,
barf.
hey. Yes.
Could you hear?
So let's barf on our battery and then go
Barf.
punch a shark in the
Oh
face.
my God. Damn fucking idiot.
Hey, for those of you who were attacked by a shark over the weekend, you're swimming in their house. There's a chance that you might get bit by something. I got tangled up in a man of war down in Florida in 1974, and I haven't been in the ocean since. I learned my lesson. I'm just happy it wasn't a shark.
Oh yeah.
Prior to that, I was, didn't give a shit about what was in the ocean with me. After that, I was like, no more. That's it. I'm done. If it's not a pool or a river or a lake, I'm not going in it.
I
Damn.
had 3 incidences with sharks when I was in
Russia
Florida.
has submersible bridges. Elizabeth says. Wheezy Buff. Yes, they do. They're going down, down, down to the burning ring of fire.
I had 3 incidences with shark in Florida. 3. One, I was in ankle deep water, and it was where the water goes out ankle deep for a long ways, right? So I was just kind of waiting out there, and it was just, I wasn't out that far, and I had Ray-Ban sunglasses on, and they have they're polarized lenses, so you can see in the water. And I saw this fish, and it was coming right at me. It kept backing up, and the water kept going behind me because I was, out a little ways. But this little hammerhead, about 3 feet long, was coming right at my ankles. I shit you not. And it was scared the shit out of me. So then we were on a sailboat, and it was a big boat, like a 30, 40 footer. Okay. So, we went to anchor like in behind an island. So we could go swimming. Well, soon as we put the anchor in the fucking water, there's 3 black tips. I'm like, I'm not going swimming. There's no fucking way you're going to get me to go swimming right now.
Hell no.
And then the third time was, it was like a long time ago, but it was Tony and I were dating, and we had a friend of ours with us, and it was Easter Sunday, and my mom was making Easter Sunday dinner. So I was helping her, and the guys were swimming in the ocean, in the Gulf of Mexico. And so my mom goes, dinner's almost ready. Why don't you call the guys in so they can get changed and get ready for dinner? So I went out there to the beach, called the guys in. I'm like, dinner's ready, guys. And so they were like fucking around for 2 more minutes, and then they got out of the water. And sure enough, a 10-foot fucking, what do you call the big one, the white one?
White shark? Great white shark?
Yeah, the great white. Fucking huge. 10, 15 foot. Like, it was massive. Motherfucker swam right where they just got out of the water. And I'm like, that's it. I'm never going in there again.
Note to self, never go swimming at lunchtime. Again.
And, well, there was a fourth time that I'm going to add, but it wasn't a shark. This guy was just fishing off the coast of Sanibel, just threw his hook in, and he was going at it for hours, trying to pull whatever he got in. Hours, pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in. Everybody was standing around thinking he's got, a big fish or whatever. He brought in a manta ray that was the size of probably these 2 desks put together. It was like the size.
They get huge.
It was the size of my fucking Honda.
Yeah, they get huge. They get freaking huge. But they got cute smiley faces.
Oh my God, it was so massive.
If you get underneath them, you can see their cute little smiley face.
I know, but I would not want to be in the same water as that motherfucker. It's massive. It is like 5 times the size as I am. I'm like, no fucking way. It was enough.
I only swim with freshwater fish.
I'm so glad we live on this nice little lake, and I see little fish every now and again. There's a turtle. Every now and again, you'll see a big carp, but they stay down low, so they don't bug you. So yeah, I did go swimming in the Swanee River where there are alligators and what they call alligator snapping turtles. Yeah.
Which are as big as a goddamn dinner table and can take your leg off. They have sturgeon. I've seen a few of those come through some windshields on boats. They're pretty dangerous. Just swimming. A swimming mouth is what they are.
Yeah.
And, I only swam in the Swanee River, I'm going to say 6 times before I thought to myself, this is probably not a good idea.
Yeah, we went swimming in the Everglades, which is really not a good idea, but they call it the swimming hole. The locals call it the swimming hole, and there's no snakes, there's no alligators. They don't go there. Yes, they do.
The safest place to swim in Florida
is a swimming pool. It's a pool.
All the natural springs that they have there. That's the safest place to swim because it doesn't really have any big fish in it, just little fish. And once in a while, a manatee will come in because it's too cold for the gators. It stays 72 degrees all year long. So, they don't bother coming in.
Yeah.
But God, it's so cold. So cold. If you could swim in it, good on you. It's the most beautiful place to swim is the springs.
Yeah. I was going to say a swimming pool. That's the safest place to swim in Florida.
If you're out in nature and you happen to find a pool, ask if you can go in first.
Yeah. The swimming hole. Yeah, the swimming hole was only called the swimming hole just because you could see everything. It was like sandy bottom, and it was like, so you could see if anything got in there. But if anything got in there, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're done. Your lunch. Yes, you're a snack. Yeah. I don't want to swim and be a snack simultaneously. No fun at all.
I love the chick on Stephanie Miller this morning. She was like, okay, if he's afraid to get electrocuted, well, he'd rather get electrocuted. Well, if he gets electrocuted, isn't the shark going to eat him anyway? And then, if he's going to get electrocuted, wouldn't the shark get electrocuted too? And does he think that if there's a battery in the water in Florida, and will it electrocute somebody off the coast of New York? Like,
what about the electric eel? I mean, come on. They pack a punch too. Oh, we got a call already.
Yeah.
Holy smoke.
Allie Osher.
Hi, Allie. How you doing?
Hey, Dan. Hey, Benny Loco. How are you ladies today?
Hey, how you doing, Allie?
All right. So hopefully you guys can hear me clear.
It's really loud. In fact, you're way, way, way loud. I've got to turn you way
down. You're a little hot.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So, and I was trying to, see if I could, intellectualize anything and go, no, man, it's a cult. And I did a cult. And then when I heard Trump, I don't care about you, I just want your vote. Yeah, I know you're a politician. I don't know why you don't realize it. But then when he started talking about the shark and the battery and all that, I'm like, oh, man, don't tempt me, because I want to get him a shark with a gold T on it and have it wrapped around his neck.
No, I like Stephanie Miller. She's like, let's put him in a Shark Tank,
Mm-hmm. With a battery and some sharks and see how he fares.
Battery. What a fucking idiot.
I know, I typed in the chat, I said, Jaws 5, Trump, felon, battery, and the shark. It's a reboot of Jaws.
Like, I saw somebody's in Stephanie's chat this morning said somebody should tell him that that windmills kill sharks.
Yeah, because then he'd feel safe. Then he'd be in his safe place.
God damn it, I'm echoing. Sorry about that. Why does that happen?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's echoing.
No, somebody, Star Gal 46 said I'm echoing. Is that any better or worse?
It's not echoing on my end.
I don't hear an echo here.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you on the speakerphone now.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, so it's an Android phone. But yeah, that'd be great. John 5, the reboot. So that hopefully he doesn't win the election. We put him in new rebooted Jaws, and it'll be fitting. The reality TV star and the shark that you hope bites him.
Well,
so,
I think he's got enough fucking problems. Every time he opens his goddamn mouth, he says something more fucked up than usual. Yeah. And when you read that transcript, Allie, it's the most fucked up thing I think I've ever read. He cannot finish a sentence. He cannot say the word military. He cannot say the word, oh my God.
Military.
Yeah.
Military.
Oh my God. And then he says shark when he said sharks, like plural. And then, oh my God, he's really deteriorating, like quicker than I thought. And if I was his campaign, I'd take him off camera. Totally.
Yeah, and I sent you some new stuff on the email today, so be on the lookout.
Okay.
It's a really even the Biden-Harris campaign is sending out memes about Project 2025. Really concise.
Good.
Really concise stuff.
It's about fucking time.
Yeah.
And somehow Stargal can't hear me too good, but I can't keep. There's only so many things I can do on the phone.
Okay.
So anyway,
you're so loud that I had to turn you way down, and now you changed, so now I have to pull it back up. So now it's all right. I got it.
So do I, Celery.
Right? So then I actually started laughing when I was hearing this speech, and the one from Las Vegas, and I was like, this is almost like if John Fugelsang had wrote it or Hal. It's like, but this doesn't make any sense. He's too busy giving speeches and rallies and interviews. He wouldn't be meeting a shark anyway.
You know what kills me?
Batteries and windmills and stuff. It's like, okay, are you trying to say you want to be in a conference room all the time? It's like this. It's like, you know, and then finally my roommate said, don't overstress yourself. Just either listen or turn it off. Don't analyze it. Don't try to analyze it. Just either listen or turn it off. I said, or better yet, vote for Biden and we won't have to deal with this anyway.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, that was the most, that was pretty, I mean, that was, for him, it's even more, it's getting more unhinged, in my opinion. He's looking bad. We all saw, did everybody here see the video of Hal going there and all the people leaving?
Yeah.
Well, we found out that Trump puts 1,500 people on buses and buses them in. And so there's 1,500, and there's 3,000 people there. So the other 1,500 we know are probably answering the ad for Craigslist to get $50 just to show up. They show up, they get their $50, and then they fucking leave. Because honestly, watching the people like literally stream out of there was fairly fascinating in Hal's video, and I was like, that's pretty fascinating. You could hear him talking.
Yeah,
and everybody's
let me tell you
I'm
something.
outta here.
There's no way that I would show up at a Trump rally and not talk to some of these fuckers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but I mean,
If I was there, I would be asking questions. I would be asking questions. I'm not there to observe.
I mean, again, you know, I know people, you know, find me annoying sometimes, especially when I, you know, start to get going in the chat. But you know, like I've always said, if you want a reality TV government or a reality TV political party, vote in this reality TV, you know, game show host or star, and it's been hell ever since. You know, and it's ridiculous. Thank God we voted him out in 2020. The problem is, everybody should have said after 2022 failing in the midterms, they should have said, okay, Trump, you're gone. You know, you can be the kingmaker, but you're not going to be, you know, doing any more speeches or interviews. And they're all the same, so you know, you almost never hear anything different.
They were already hooked to his wagon, though, and clawed right in because they see dollar signs. Don't give a fuck about our country. They give a fuck about the wallet.
They should actually.
Well,
but they don't.
Just don't. They don't, honey. It's so fucking clear that they don't. Yeah. And you know, the other thing I was going to add about his rallies is the libertarian one, when he was getting booed and hissed and everybody was screaming at him the whole fucking time. The thing is that they weren't a brought-in crowd, so he didn't bring in his 1,500 fucking normal followers that you know, Grateful Dead around the country to watch him, to watch his fucking rallies. And it's clear as day that it's all fucking smoke and mirrors every time he's got a rally and he's got the front row Joes up there and they're hooting and hollering.
Wait a minute.
No, but
I can't say this enough. These are not fucking rallies, because in 63 years, every fucking political rally I've ever watched spoke about issues. They weren't grievance fucking cult meetings. They were rallies. These are grievance cult meetings. This is him crying to his cult about how hard his life is. Fuck you, Donnie.
Yeah.
Fuck you, cult.
I mean, it's so, you know, and like I said, it's, you know, again, it's a reality TV star thing. The problem is they hooked up to him, the Republicans hooked up to him in 2000 and said that he was going to be super Reagan and he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. And it's like, no, I don't want any political person like that. I certainly as hell don't want a president like that. So I was like, no, you know, if you guys love him, you know, I don't even want to hear any more, you know, and they were like, yeah, he's going to be big, big, big. I said, yeah, big, big trouble. You have him as a leader and you're going to be in worse trouble, you know, than you ever want to be. And hopefully we'll vote him out, and hopefully, even if they hate it, they'll realize he has to go. And I don't know what the hell Lindsey Graham is saying. It's like, what the heck? I mean, they just get crazier and wilder and crazier.
Well, they have had, how many jumping off points have they had? grab him by the pussy tape. You know, collusion with Russia. Impeachment 1, impeachment 2, stealing our fucking documents.
They're dug in.
They've had every fucking opportunity to get away from them, and they still won't do it. Thanks, Allie, for calling in. I gotta adjust the volume every time, honey. It's kind of a pain, but thanks for calling in. All right, bye. Yeah, it's he gets real loud and then he gets real soft. I don't know. I have to watch the volume the whole time.
God damn volume.
I know. Well, I don't know what, and then he switches and then I'm like, I have no idea. So, but, some people's microphones are real hot and then sometimes it's like super hard to hear anything. So, but that's just the way that all goes. Yeah, you got also at the same rally, Marjorie Taylor Greene making the most fucked up thing I think I've ever heard any nut job ever say. She's like, if you all think that gas prices are high now, wait until you're forced to drive an electric vehicle.
Car.
An electric vehicle. God, she can't be dumber.
Gas is really going to be expensive for your electric vehicle.
Who's going to tell her?
Nobody. She ain't going to fucking listen anyway. She knows everything.
Oh, my God.
Ask her to tell you.
You've got to be dumber than a rock to fucking think that, you know what? She's right, though. Gas prices will be high, but they will be only for, our trucks and our boats and the things that we have
industrial uses
that we haven't gotten a chance to switch over to renewable energy yet. So yeah, it will be high for corporations, but not for the average Joe who doesn't need any more gasoline. You dumb bitch.
Wouldn't that be?
Oh my God.
This is a college-educated woman. Says a lot about our colleges, doesn't it? Or people just paying for their grades because Marjorie Taylor Greene was certainly rich enough to buy her grades. Her parents were rich enough to buy. Her parents, who made their millions building inferior housing for the poor.
Where the fuck did she graduate from? I want to know.
Call from.
Hi guys, it's Mr. Right at 11.
Hello?
Hi, it's so good to hear from you guys.
It's kind of hard to hear you, honey, and I missed your name.
Mr. Right at 1102. Yeah, I love you guys. Been watching it for about 7 months now.
Thanks.
Cool. From the beginning.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am. Okay, so I'm from Michigan. I just wanted to know how we can make it like what can we do to make people realize that just the basic right to healthcare is at stake? Like for all the people who just think that Roe v. Wade getting overturned was just for, selfish purposes. Like how can we get them to figure out like not the case? Like I'm the only boy, I'm 24. I'm the only grandson, only nephew. I have all sisters, female first cousins, and goddaughters.
I bet you're spoiled rotten being the only boy.
I am. I'm sorry, I am. But
no, don't be sorry.
To realize that it's bigger than just an abortion. Like, dude, my grandmother was pregnant and she was in a rollover car accident in 1981. She had a Volvo, so that's the only reason she was alive. But yeah, her and my mom went airborne while she was pregnant, and she still delivered my aunt. So it's just people don't get that these situations are really more harmful than helpful.
Well, I really think that
why they're trying to criminalize it.
Abortion has been demonized, and abortion is really healthcare. It's really, really healthcare. It's not really
it really
abortion.
Is.
It's really healthcare for women who want to have children. Sometimes
as much
it doesn't go
as
well.
Women who are forced to have children.
Right, yeah. It doesn't go well, and it's it's heartbreaking. We've got women dying all fucking across this country right now because of this, and because of what the right has done in the Supreme Court. It's really disgusting, and it's not about abortion. It's about control.
It's not.
They want to control us. Because if they can control half the population and nobody's going to do a fucking thing about it, like the other men who are on our side don't do anything about it, and they take over control of women completely, we're living in Handmaid's Tale. They can take away any right now. They can take away your vote. They can take away rights to gay marriage. They can take away interracial couples from marrying. They can take away the black vote. They can take away any fucking thing they want.
Any fucking thing they want. That's
Because
right.
once you take away one thing and you get away with it, now you can start ticking down the list of all the other
Hacking
fucking
away.
shit you want.
Yep.
Totally.
Funny story
Motherfuckers.
is, okay, so my grandmother, my grandfather, he left the Catholic priesthood. He's an Irish Catholic German, right? He's in Chicago. He married 2 black women. My aunt just recently was to have a baby in September. She lived in Arizona. She relocated to Chicago because of the laws there. So, like, it kind of hurts because, like, they're going to break up because we're...
Oh, no, you're breaking up.
Oh, you're breaking up, honey.
Mr. Ratchet, you're
Oh,
breaking
no.
up. All right, hold on.
No.
So, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Wait. So, go ahead.
So, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, we're a mixed family. We're about 60-40. My grandfather was an Irish Catholic priest who left the priest. My grandmother and his previous wife. So, like, we're a mixed family. So, like, Project 2025 is going to, like, literally break up my family on all sides. Like,
Right.
and it
Yeah.
access to healthcare because, like, they left Arizona because my aunt is having a baby via IVF. The baby's due September 19th, and she's healthy. So she's in Illinois now. So
Well,
that's
thank
the
God
blessing.
she's in
But,
Illinois. Thank God she's in
yeah,
Illinois.
She left
Yeah.
Arizona.
Oh, fuck,
she left
she's in Arizona.
So
Imagine
I just
being
want more
pregnant and
people to
have to
care
leave
about
your
this,
home
honestly.
because you're in a state that wants you dead.
Right. And I'm
That's
24
not
and I
America.
feel this way.
Well,
I
that's
just
the
want
other
you guys
thing.
to know I'm from
Mr.
Michigan. So
Mr. Ratchet,
Well, honey,
hold on.
we're trying to put on.
Hold on. Next thing is they're going after contraceptives. And
I
you're only
saw
20.
that.
You're
Yeah.
only, wait, hold on. You're a young man, right? So if you can no longer, if you can no longer be on the, if your girlfriend can no longer be on the pill and you can no longer wear a condom, now you're playing Russian roulette every fucking time you have sex, right? Not only with STDs, but, you know, let's forget about STDs. They don't give 2 shits about
Yeah.
that. You know, they just
No.
want, right. So they just want to be able to control women's bodies, but guess what? They're going to start controlling yours too by saying no more condoms. What are young men going to
That's
do
it.
without condoms?
Like I said, my grandmother picked cotton as a sharecropper in Louisiana. Fort Polk is named after our last name, so I know.
Oh shit, you're breaking up again.
Damn.
Shit. Mr. Ratchet, try to call in again, honey, because you're breaking up real bad now.
Let's see. Is this better?
Oh, way better.
All right, let's do it this way. All right.
Yeah, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Okay, so Fort Polk in Louisiana is named after my former family slave owner, President Polk. My grandma picked cotton. She's 81. She was from Louisiana. She was the first black teacher in the Phoenix School Public District. So it's just like a lot of things have just hit my family as far as diversity. And my family is so integrated that I just want to try to make the world a better place. But it's so hard. Like, it's so
Are
hard.
you following Adam Mockler
I love Adam.
here on? Okay, he is a beautiful young man. He's so smart, so bright, so articulate, and I think he's the same age as you. I'm an old lady. You're as young as one of my grandkids. So it's like I can
Oh
hardly
man.
advise you anything about this situation because I've never been in this situation. We've always had
Yeah,
health
this is
care.
a
Our
clusterfuck
grandmothers
right
fought
now.
for this health care for us.
Yeah.
We cannot let it go now.
Women and men died for women's health care in protest.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
were beaten, they were battered, they had hoses and dogs turned on them. I mean, they went through hell to get us this right. And who the hell are we to disrespect anybody who came before us fighting for us? No, we have to be the warriors now. It's our turn.
Yes, ma'am. I
You know,
agree.
and the best way I find, young man, to get the word out is to actually just talk to people. I also have a blended family. I have Mexican grandchildren. I have my oldest brother married a black woman, so I have nephews and nieces who are half white, half black. And you know, we've always been a very diverse and accepting family. And when I
Yeah, that's
see
how
this
it
shit
always
going
was. Like, it was
on,
never awkward. Like, my grandfather, he used to curse white people out who would always ask, "Are you his babysitter?" He'd be like, "No, you son of a bitch, this is my grandson." I'm like, "Oh shit, Grandpa, chill out." But that's how he felt. And I always
yeah,
appreciated
but
that.
you know, the reason why he would take such an insult is, how dare you ask me if I'm being a caretaker? You
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
how
He
dare
took
you?
care of my grandmother when she beat colon cancer in the 80s.
Mm.
So he
He's
was like, I'm still alive. So we just take care of her and just keep it moving. I have a goddaughter, a little cousin, a little sister, about to have another little cousin on the way, all first cousins. So like I'm the only boy, so I have to do my part.
Yes, you
And I'm
do, and
only
We
I
24.
appreciate it. I know Diane does, but we all have to do
Oh
our
yeah.
part, no matter how old we are. If you're over 18, old enough to vote, you're old enough to go out there and spread the word that we're not going to take it. No.
We're keeping Michigan blue. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I
There you
love
go.
living in Michigan. Go blue, man. You
Oh,
know,
twins. Go
yeah,
blue. I went to Michigan.
I know. I'm here too, babe. And I love Gretchen Whitmer and all the ladies that are running our state right now. They're kind of kicking ass and taking names, and I'm kind of liking it. I gotta
And
admit.
we're voting all blue down the ticket.
Yep.
Oh, I met Mallory McMorrow at this Mexican restaurant. I met her and Mayor Duggan.
Sweet.
I got to meet Mayor Duggan when we were just getting burritos, and it was so cool.
That is so cool.
It
See,
was so
the
cool.
thing is, what
So,
if you
like,
get
I'm
the
here for you guys.
opportunity?
Just know I'm watching from afar. I'm glad I got to talk to you guys. I love the show.
Thanks, Mr.
Till
Thank
Ratchet.
you,
next
Thanks
time.
for
honey.
watching. Thanks for calling in. And let's grab a beer
Oh,
sometime.
oh yeah,
Yes.
you guys. Oh well, yeah, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're here.
Yeah, I'm just
You
an
guys have
hour
a
north
great
of Detroit.
afternoon. Have a good day. Oh,
You too,
Detroit.
honey.
Oh,
Thank
did
you
you
for
go to the
calling.
draft by chance? I'm
What's
sorry.
what's that?
Did you go to the NFL draft by any
No,
chance?
I did not.
Oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. But you guys have a great stream. I'll be watching.
All right, honey. Thanks so much for
Okay, honey.
calling.
Thank you.
All
Till
right.
next time.
Bye. I love
Mad
it.
Max, Troops of Tribe. We got a few new people up in the chat. Lisa Phillips, Andrea Shilkoff. Sorry, I forgot the L. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Andrea. I just woke up an hour and a half ago, guys. I was battling a migraine for 2 days.
Is that why I hadn't heard from you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's kind of funny
I
because
had my head,
yeah,
literally had my head stuffed inside the pillowcase,
right.
wrapping, just trying to keep my head out of the light. And that's, not an easy task where the sun shines 360 days a year. But I'm better now.
Oh, well, I also heard, what did I hear this morning that Biden was going to do? The Biden administration wants to move all medical debt from America's credit reports.
I know. Oh
Can
my
you
God, that is such a
imagine?
relief to so many people. Listen, I have been in fear several times over my life paying medical bills. I used to watch my father pull his fucking hair out paying medical bills because my dad was really anal about bills being paid. Thank you for the lessons in being fiscally responsible, Dad.
Yep.
That came down to me observing him. But he would go nuts. He'd be like, here's another $5,000, you motherfuckers. You're not going to make me lose my house because I didn't pay you. And he would go off the fucking chart. And, this is going to help every single American. Every single American. Whether you're in a cult or not, your medical bills are no longer going to put you in danger of having to claim bankruptcy.
And lose
or
your
going
house.
completely
And
broke.
lose your house.
Everything. Lose everything over a medical bill. I've seen it happen.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you. Thank you, Joe Biden.
Thanks, Joe. You
What a
fucking
relief.
beautiful man. I love you so much. You have to, I'll crawl through fucking broken glass to fucking vote for this guy.
Yeah. I climbed through a mile of shit.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, you can't keep me away from voting for this guy. So
That alone right there is such a huge motivator. You would think that everybody would say,
It should
"Are
be-
you kidding?
it
I'm
should
voting
be-
for Joe."
It should be on the headlines. And guess what? Joe Biden's speaking right now on gun control. After his son was just fucking convicted of two false statements and one illegal gun possession, which nobody would have
felonies.
been tried for.
Nope, ever. And how many fucking dingbats are running out, around with their gun after they snorted a couple lines or smoked some meth or, you know what I mean?
Look
They're
at all
out
the
there.
motherfuckers Jan 6. How about all the Jan 6ers that own guns?
Hello.
I bet every single solitary one of them, they all need an illegal, they wanted to overthrow our government. Now they're all felons now because they can no longer, enough. Put our goddamn foot down. Okay, if Hunter's guilty, then all these other motherfuckers are guilty too. And guess what? If you're a motherfucker and you're a congressman and you want to bring a gun into the fucking Capitol building, fuck you, it's a goddamn crime. You're arrested on the goddamn spot because that means you want to kill somebody on the goddamn floor of the Congress. Don't get me into
That's
this
right.
fucking bullshit.
Yep.
And these people are just nuts enough to do it. You think Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't nuts enough to go in there and just go, "Arrgh"? She absolutely would. She's that fucking nuts.
Mhm.
I
Yes,
think she's
she
absolutely
is.
crazy. She would absolutely do that. And then we get,
Yeah.
more Trump getting special fucking treatment and being able to bring his lawyer to his meeting with his probation officer.
How many times does that happen?
Never.
And other than COVID, I never saw anybody have to face a judge over a Zoom meeting
Yeah.
or a probation officer or any report to the court for that matter. You show up or you're in contempt.
Well, I think they probably didn't want to spend any more tax dollars than were necessary in the state of New York for security for him to get there for a half an hour meeting. By the way, those meetings go on for hours. It's your whole background. It's your whole life. It's everything. And if you don't if you're not truthful in it, well, we already know Donald Trump ain't going to be truthful. And how about you got to get a blood test and a drug test? But you can't do that if you're over goddamn Zoom.
No, that was a strategic,
Oh, yeah.
play. Everything he does is strategic play. Every fucking thing he does is motivated by covering, to cover his ass, to delay, to give him more time.
Yeah.
You know who he can't get away from? Time.
Lies, yeah.
That's what we named the episode.
Cult,
yeah. but around this drop, okay?
Lies, yeah.
Okay.
I heard it in my head as soon as I read the title for the show last night. I was like, cult, yeah. Oh, cult, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I know you're not on Twitch, and I kind of wish you were, because the other day, this DJ, Gemini, oh my God, he was so good. And Moms Russo turned me on to him. He was so good. He played nothing but fucking Prince all day, and they were deep cuts, like shit I'd never fucking heard before. And you know I'm a fucking huge Prince fan.
Yes,
so
you are.
like holy shit. I'm like, what the fuck song is this? I'm like, damn, fuck yeah. I'm like dancing. I was like dancing in my kitchen. I was like cleaning, and then I got to get down on my computer so I can like talk to these people. So then, oh yeah, it was really good. So shout out to Gemini over there on Twitch. He's badass, and it was really. I had a fun afternoon listening to deep cuts of Prince all day long, and I just gotta give a shout out to him over there. And it was just great. Like I haven't listened to that much Prince in a long time.
Singing.
I haven't listened to that much Prince in a long time. And then he played some hits and stuff like that. But
without getting copywritten
on Twitch. You do it on Twitch. You don't get booted off Twitch for doing that. There's a lot of DJs like Johnny Million plays me. He does it on YouTube too, but he could literally play anything. You can do anything you want on Twitch and not get kicked off there.
And you show boobies? Just curious.
You almost
That's all
made
I
that
got
beer
left.
come out my nose, Penny. It almost came out my nose. You almost got me.
Sorry, baby.
No.
Come on now. I could never understand this from a very young age. I used to go outside and play with no shirt on in the summertime. And then one summer, I got caught by the back of my belt loop on my drawers. And my dad's like, you can't go outside like that anymore. And I was like, why? He's like, well, you're getting boobies and you can't go out like that anymore. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? So ever since then, I've been like, it's not fair. Boys get to show their boobies, but girls don't. What the fuck?
God, you remember what a fucking fiasco the Janet Jackson slip of the boobie thingy was? Oh my God. I remember.
And then breastfeeding in public was a big, giant fucking to-do. People getting insulted because you're breastfeeding your baby. That's why your breasts are there, assholes. You can't say when your baby's going to get hungry. When they get hungry, you feed them.
Many
Hello.
boobies are magical from Mad Max. That's
the magical orbs of love.
I can't even.
Come on now.
Where is it? God damn it, Tony.
Goddamn drops.
Oh, wait. It's probably here. Yeah.
My chesticles alone.
Yeah, leave my chesticles alone, God.
My chesticles alone.
Yeah.
Frida boobies. You know, it's like nobody has a problem going to the zoo and watching a female gorilla walk around with her tatas swinging in the breeze. What the fuck? Ours are a lot less hairy and pretty. Well, some of us are a lot less hairier. I've seen hairy titties. I'm sorry, I have. But that's okay. It's just like having a fringe on your nipples.
You just brought up a memory from the past, okay? I'm the only girl in a band, right? And the guys are talking about this chick, and they're like, "Oh yeah, she's really hot. She's got nice shape, you know, like whatever." And da da da. And he's like, one of the other guys, like, "Yeah, I made out with her, dude. Her nipples are hairy," and I almost fucking lost my mind. I was like, no.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I lost my
can't.
mind. I was crying, laughing so
can't.
hard I couldn't stop. I'm like, I can't
Oh,
breathe
shit.
anymore. Okay, another call coming in.
Call from
Judy Bame. Jupiter Judy.
to accept, press 1.
Hi, Jupiter Judy. How you doing?
Hi,
Good.
Judy,
I wanted
Judy,
to tell you guys
Judy.
a little funny story when you're talking about boobies. I was one of 3 girls. Okay, we had a 5 split level house. Every time one of us was getting boobs, my dad would tell us, "Don't run up and down stairs like that. You're going to give yourself 2 black eyes and a bloody nose, and they're going to blame it on me." There's my booby story. And, you know, got the usual Judy's busting out all over song sung to me and all that stuff.
Oh, Judy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey.
So I was the youngest of 3, and they treated me like I was a piece of crap and pain in the ass all the time because we were like I was 5 years from one and 10 years from the other. So,
Oh my gosh. See,
I'm still here. I fought through it.
I've only ever been used to having step stair kids around, like, you know, one every 15 months type family. Like a good Irish family that I never was in.
Oh, I was born and raised Roman Catholic, but my mother was a dirty black Presbyterian. Let me tell you something. According to the priest that was supposed to marry them.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, you know, this goes back to 1940 something.
Wow.
And
the
my
good
mom
old
and dad
days.
had to go in and talk to the priest in New York City. And the priest is talking to him, and then he tells my father, "Well, you can't marry this woman. You know, she has to become Catholic." And my mother looks at him and she goes, "I'm not becoming Catholic. Forget it." And he says, "You're a dirty black Presbyterian. That's what you are." She took her ring off, laid it down on the desk, and walked out. My father grabbed the ring, said, "You're not marrying us," and walked out behind her.
Good for him.
And the day they got married, he couldn't have made it up from New York City anyway because there was a big snowstorm. And guess what? A Presbyterian minister had to marry them. So screw you.
Yep. Wow.
I just
Catholics.
think it's hysterical. Now my daughter married a guy who's Jewish and became Jewish. And, I mean, my mother would be laughing. My father wouldn't care because 2 of his brothers married Jewish people. I mean, you know, I have 2
listen.
the niece and nephew that are gay. I don't care. It's your business.
Listen,
Jesus Christ. What the hell's wrong with people?
Religion and politics put aside, we're all humans. And we all have our desires and our likes and our dislikes. And, you know, we're all just human. And once people can get their head around that, it would be a better place to live. You know, live and let live. You know, I do my thing, you do your thing, and the twain shall never meet type thing. You know, mind your own fucking business. I'll mind my own fucking business. And
I'll never
and
forget.
that's
Excuse me. I'll never forget the day when my dad used to make us go to church at 6:00 or 6:30 Sunday morning. Okay, and we're all in there like half asleep. And my dad, I don't know what the priest was talking about, but it was something to do with both politics and religion together. My dad got up and walked out. A whole bunch of people got up and walked out of the church.
what
He didn't
needs
even
to
say
happen.
anything to us. He just looked at us, slapped our leg as he went out, like, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah, now, if they start preaching politics in your church, it's no longer a church.
No shit.
That's right.
Sorry.
And
Sorry.
that's why I never took up on it much. And my daughter said, "Look, part of his family is really, very strict Jewish, and the kid's got to be this and I've got to be this." I said, "Fine, whatever you want to do. I don't care. If that makes them happy, great. Otherwise, they're not going to accept the baby." What? So I said, "Whatever you need to do, do."
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Religion has
You
fucked
know?
so many people
So
over.
many
And it's a
people.
reform. They're in a reform. They did a
Thousands of
reform
years.
ceremony, but they don't go
Mm.
to temple or anything like that. It was just to appease the older people that are probably going to die off in the next 5 to 6 years anyway. 'Cause they're all
That's
in their
another
90s.
thing. You're not here to make other people happy. You're not responsible for others' happiness. You're responsible for
Right.
your own happiness. And your happiness should be enough to make those around you who love you and care about you, to make them happy. Happiness breeds
It
happiness.
took me a
you
long
see.
time to figure that one out. Believe me.
Yeah. I've
Sometimes
known
when you're
always.
always downplayed, I don't know how else to say it, you're kind of talked down to a lot. It tends to fuck with your stability in your mind.
Yeah, and your mental and emotional capacities get diminished when you're constantly spoke down to. They really
Yeah.
do. I get that. I totally do. But
And that's the way
if
I
somebody's
felt my
talking-
sisters were towards me, all the time. Even when I had my
somebody's
daughter, my one sister calls me, she starts saying, "Well, I'm going to tell you what you should and shouldn't do," and did. And she didn't even breastfeed. And I'm like, I hand the phone to my husband. I go, "Here you go. You can talk to her."
I'm done. I'm done with this conversation. Right?
I'm so done.
Fucking hell.
After Mom died and they pulled a bunch of crap on me and everything, and I said to my husband, "I'm going to pull one on them." I said, "I'm going to take my sister's phone call so you guys know I'm not crazy."
Isn't it something
And I
how we
did,
try
and
to
he
hold?
listened to it afterwards, and he goes, "Oh my God, she's off the fucking wall." I said, "Thank you very much," because I thought I was going nuts.
Mm.
Well, I think that
So,
whole
something.
the whole living in Trump's era has made us feel like we're all taking crazy pills. Because
I know, but that was back. I'm talking back in the 70s
Yeah.
and 80s.
yeah, sure.
when that all happened. So, on top of that, and I'm a native New Yorker. I mean, I grew up outside New York City and worked in the city on Circle Line for 3 or 4 summers, and then a year and a half after school while my mom was fighting uterine cancer way back. And she had a near-death experience and didn't remember anybody in the family, and they wouldn't let me go visit her.
Sorry.
I mean, it's just the crazy shit that used to happen to us. Like you can't go visit if you're this age or whatever at the hospital, and blah 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 blah, and all this stupidness. To separate, and it was just it was not helpful. Let's put it that way.
No. Listen, in the 70s and 80s, women were just getting used to having rights. You see?
I know, because my dad had to teach my mom how to do a checkbook and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, she knew how to
Fuck.
do it, but he had to help her figure out a way for her to keep the stuff in a separate book so that she could understand it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because he had a lot of business stuff, because he was in advertising, so he had a lot of business stuff in there for lunches and stuff like that, and so he kind of separated that out. you know. He worked in the
My
Chrysler
dad-
building. He was a bigwig, man.
My dad was
You know?
always the bookkeeper in the home. My mother never had
Yeah.
to do the books.
Well,
And,
that was when my mom ended up with the uterine cancer. I think my dad did it to give her something to do because she was starting to drink a little much, and it helped for a little bit, but not too much. And my mom was 66 or 67 when she drank herself to death finally. So, yeah, my dad died 10 years earlier from massive heart failure, his total blockage around his arteries, both sides, and they didn't know it because they didn't have the same kind of stress tests that they have now. And his heart had built a capillary as thin as a piece of hair around the heart, and they don't know how long he had been surviving on that, but he had been saying for a long time he was tired all the time. And they said, of course. You know, that was
You're
in the
not
autopsy.
blood. No blood, no oxygen, no life, you know.
That's right.
Pretty simple.
So, you know, I have, my mother's mother had 8 strokes and my father's father had 4. So, you know, I've got every genetic thing from both sides of my parents.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You name it.
Damn
I've
it,
got,
man.
and it's like, you know, every time they tell me I have something else, I go, so what else is new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, well, your biopsy came back and said you do have psoriasis. I said, gee, what a surprise.
Right. I know. Feels like I got my
Like-
dad's bow legs and his bad acne, and my mother's fair skin. Like, why couldn't I? Why couldn't I be dark Italian instead of fair skinned, blue eyed Italian? Like, I don't get it. It's just not right. Something's wrong.
I know.
Something's
It is
definitely
so
wrong.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah. I know.
So
You know what my huge help, you know how I stay healthy?
By smoking a
Yeah.
lot of weed.
By smoking
Yeah,
a lot of
baby.
weed and staying the fuck away from doctors.
Well, unfortunately, because I have heart issues and stuff, and I've had so many surgeries over the years, I need a cardiologist. It's a necessity for me
Right, yeah.
at this point. And I'm 67, so I really should be going to somebody to make sure everything's okay. And then I have my medical marijuana doctor. And then I have my dermatologist because, of course, I've had squamous cell on my skin, and it's been severe aggressive squamous cell where I almost had it go into the bone on the lower left leg because the first doctor screwed up.
You know,
And the second doctor
you
saved
know,
my leg.
you could put
Medical
RSO on skin cancers. RSO on skin cancers. RSO.
Yeah,
is-
I tried it, and it made it worse. It made it all
No.
pop out.
No. It was pulling it up and out. It's like you
Yeah,
have to
but
do
you
it
don't
until
understand.
it's
It went from 1 to like 8 bumps because the doctor gave me this shot, and I had put RSO on it, so I think the two together didn't mix.
Yeah, this is why I don't do doctors. They give you shit. They'll give you a bucket of pills, and they won't tell you that any one pill has a bad reaction with any other pill. They simply won't tell you that.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I check it all out because I'm on so many damn different things. And I can't have
Yeah, it
dark
di-
blue pills.
Did
Get
you
this
guys
one.
see
I-
that
I-
video? It was so heartbreaking. It was on Twitter of, like, it was kind of like a young hippie guy. He was wearing a Nirvana t-shirt, and he's like, yeah, my wife, we're in Texas, and something went wrong with the baby, and they gave her what's the shit called, methoprestone or whatever, and you have to
yeah.
and all the directions say insert vaginally, and that's it.
No,
And
that's not how it's done.
And then they were like, well, I was like, what the fuck is this? First of all, I thought it was a pill. I didn't think you had to insert anything. And in Texas, like,
That's what I thought because my friend took one years ago.
and I'm like, what
For
the
a
fuck is
DNC.
this? And then now they want her to have a DNC, even though, Because her body still thinks it's pregnant, so when they give a
You know
pregnancy
why?
test,
When they only give them that one drug, it doesn't take care of the whole thing. They have to have the mixture of 2 different drugs.
that's right.
And they're
I
not
forgot.
allowing it.
Right, yeah. These motherfuckers.
And the other thing, let me tell you something. If you've had COVID or anybody's had COVID and they get pregnant after they've had COVID, they will deliver that baby 10 weeks early at least. At least, because my daughter had COVID 3 times before she was pregnant. Okay? And she delivered that baby 10 weeks early. I went up for the baby shower and she was already born.
Oh my.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, nobody at the baby shower knew. 1 or 2 people knew. And luckily, I have a cousin who was a NICU nurse and had just retired. So my daughter and her were just, calling each other back and forth, and she was calming her down. And I was saying, what do I need to know so I don't freak out? Because I'm down here in Florida and she's in Queens.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude.
So I'm sorry you're in
They
Florida.
called Uber. Listen to this. They called Uber because they knew 911 would take too long. They called Uber because she was bleeding. And Uber got there, and they told the hospital. He made it a 38-minute drive in about 18 minutes, my daughter said. She said she closed her eyes and hung on because he was driving like a nut. And after the baby was delivered, because within 10 minutes in the door, the baby was delivered, and tried to pull the CPAP out of its mouth right away. Didn't like that.
Jesus.
And he sent him a $50 tip.
There you go. Uber wins again.
No, it's cruelty is the fucking point. When you I don't care, you can go through 1,000 stories. They're all the fucking same. Cruelty is the fucking point. They want to fucking put us in fucking Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale gave him a goddamn roadmap for this fucking bullshit.
I know. I was like, who the fuck wrote that shit?
A woman wrote that, though. A woman wrote that. And
I don't care who wrote it. It should not have been published. That should not have been put out there. That's really sick shit.
Well, it's actually...
The directors and producers and everybody like that, my God, what a bunch of sick fucks. They really
But it's
live
actually
in a bubble, don't
it's
they?
actually what our great-grandmothers were living through. They were living through what we're going through now. It's just that they didn't have the medical. They didn't have the medical, the technological. They didn't have the research that we know today, which even is minimal.
For a second. Listen, they didn't have to bring it back up into Trump's face when he could use it as something against all these women. Do you understand my point of view? It's totally different than yours. Because what they did was they re-energized all those people with that show. And everybody was talking about it. So it's like, oh, I got to see it. And then the women were like starting to go, oh, fuck, oh, shit. I'm not watching the rest of this crap. Or whatever. Some did, some didn't. But it's a whole different point of view. And from advertising and knowing that con man the way I know him, it's all a fucking advertisement and everything's a goddamn show.
Yeah. Well,
you're
right about him.
Everything is about ratings for him.
But I'm not talking about. Hold on, Judy. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Trump.
I know, but listen, he sees a show that's popular and he says, "Aha, I can use that." Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people that brought that back up to light, in my opinion, are part of the problem. And they all live in this high-end bubble up here, and they don't see the regular shit that we see.
Yeah. I said that backwards, by the way.
Stories and think it's fake, and they don't understand what the hell's going on.
I said that backwards, by the way. I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about all the other, the right-wing motherfucking, the Supreme Court, and in the Heritage Foundation, in the amounts of billions of dollars in the decades that they have been going after Roe. The dog caught the car. Now Roe rage is fucking real, and we're not going to fucking go back. So
no, we're not.
You're going to have to
let
fucking
me tell you something. Everybody
kicking
talks
and
about
screaming.
Florida not voting for Joe. I don't think that's true. There's an awful lot more women here than there are men because the men usually die first. And the men that are still here are usually more looking at a 30-year-old's ass than they are about voting, to be quite honest. The ones that are here now, the Republicans with money, Let's put it that way. Okay?
I,
These houses are
I
selling
need
for
to,
ridiculous.
I need to say something here. The programming, i.e. television, movies, and the like, have objectified women to the point of no return.
That's true.
We're
True.
meat suits. Okay? It's
Yeah.
and people have learned to disrespect women because of that. You know, instead of us getting, you know, back in the day when we got the right to vote, and we got the right to have a bank account, and we got the right to own a home, that didn't
Right.
stop Hugh Hefner from objectifying women.
Like a motherfucker.
True.
It didn't stop
those
any
women
of
let
them
them be
from
that-
objectifying
Didn't
women.
realize.
So now women objectify themselves, which has got to fucking stop. That's
Yeah.
all.
I don't like it. It's disgusting.
And I kind of use this reference a lot because it's something we've all probably seen, and that is the movie Animal House. When the guy this is serious. When the guy had the drunk girl in his bed in his frat room, and he had a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other
Yes.
shoulder, and he was deciding whether or not he should rape her.
Right.
Yep.
Now, you put that in a fucking movie scene today, you're going to get criticized like a motherfucker. But that shit
Or
was
not.
normal then. We were dealing with that on a daily fucking basis until, like, you know, even 9 to 5. 9 to 5 put it out there for everyone to see.
Right.
You know, great movie. But, again, it's
Well,
like,
you know what? Those movies were true to the time.
yeah.
But Handmaid's Tale, it's quote unquote futuristic. Well, that's not the kind of future I would like. And neither is
That's
Dune
not
or any of these
futuristic,
other
it's-
weird things that they put out.
It's not futuristic, though, because it goes backwards, you see.
Yeah.
The future doesn't go backwards. The future goes forward.
That's right.
Now,
What do you
women
mean
have
the show
to,
goes backwards?
It's taking us back to 1864 rules.
The Handmaid Tale goes backwards.
Right.
It takes
Where
time
women
to
don't have-
backwards, not forwards.
They don't have a right to vote. Everything they do is monitored.
Okay, I understand that. Was there an actual handmaid's law?
Not yet.
No,
That's
was
why
there
we're
one back
here.
in the 1800s?
There didn't have to be because women were second-class citizens, period. They were
Okay.
nothing but chattel.
Yeah, we didn't have the right
Okay.
to vote till what,
I was
1920
just
something?
wondering. That's all. It was just a curious question.
Yeah, no,
You know,
we didn't have any rights.
because I don't know a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm learning from you guys every day and from everybody else that's online that I see
Well,
and
look up-
and I'm reading. You know, you guys have taught me so much. I appreciate everything.
That's why we call
You know-
ourselves the 21st Century Suffragettes, because we feel like we are fighting the same battles that the suffragettes fought back
We
in
are.
the early 1900s for women to vote. You know how many women were jailed, prisoned, beaten up just for the right to vote? Let alone but the bodily autonomy that we didn't get until
Yeah.
the fucking 60s? We didn't get a right to have a bank account until 74?
Listen to me. I was born in '57. I know about a lot of that.
Well, okay, you
My
know a
mom
lot
had
about.
to
You
go
just
through
said
it,
you didn't
so
know, but that's what I
and being
mean.
the youngest, I was always around, so
That's-
she'd take me to do all this stuff.
Why we call ourselves the 21st Century Suffragettes, because we're going back. We have to fucking fight the same fucking battles we've already won.
Over and over again, yeah.
We've already won these battles. And once the Supreme Court says, "Oh, women are now," 2 years ago, June 24th, I woke up and I was a goddamn second-class citizen, and I was in tears. And my husband's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like,
I remember you
yesterday
telling that
I was
story.
fine. Today I'm a fucking second-class citizen in my own fucking country." And he goes, "Well, why are you so upset?" I said, "Where's the laws on your fucking dick?
Yeah, exactly.
Show
I
me a
had to
law
straighten
on your
I
fucking
had to
dick,
straighten a high
and
school
then I'll
friend
stop.
out on that.
There's no laws on
Sorry.
your dick. Show me one, and then I'll fucking stop crying."
You know that
He
post
literally went
that
like
says-
this and walked away.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That was it.
Oh, I have a high school friend that I recently posted that picture of Taylor Swift with the "Regulate Dick, Not Jane" picture, and on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. And he got kind of snotty about it. And I said, well, excuse me, maybe if the men would keep the damn dicks in their pants instead of feeling like they can whip it out and fuck anyone
And
that's
just
coming out
fuck
of a
anybody
bar
they
or
want
mall.
to. Yeah.
And this is someone I've known since high school, you know? So I was like, you know, and I told him about a personal experience that had happened to me, and he freaked out, had no clue, and the whole 9 yards, and he didn't come back at me again. The other thing that I want to laugh about this guy, and I'm not going to use any names, of course, but does anyone ever heard of a man who has a child with a woman and then can't have sex with her again because a child came out of her vagina?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay.
I sure have. So
I
they
hadn't
think
heard of
that
so-
every time they plant a baby, they got to move on to another flower.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
That's gross.
Gross. It is so
Well,
gross.
That's gross.
Crystal Waters, white men have never had to fight for their rights.
That's a fact, Crystal Waters. They never have. Not
Be careful
fucking
where you put your
once,
penis,
not
guys.
ever.
Yeah.
Thank God my husband's not like that.
Wolf,
my
Wolf
husband
howls
is
at Benny
so
and Diane.
mellow
Hi,
and
Wolf.
laid back, and he's pissed about this shit too. He has two sisters, and even though they're older and past that point, it's just the thing. He has a daughter. He has a granddaughter now, you know, and he's just like, "Are you kidding me?" But he won't share anything on Facebook.
Well,
No. 'Cause
I'll tell
he's
you
afraid
what.
he might lose his job.
Yeah, my husband is right there with us, and he is, because he has seen what is going on, and I'll show him, these things that'll pop up here and there. Now he's outraged. Now he's just as pissed off as all the women here and some of the men too, right? And that this is not right, and we all know this is not right. And the Supreme Court is literally fucking corrupted beyond redemption.
Beyond measure, yeah.
FUBAR, fucked up beyond all reality or
repair or
Recognition.
Yeah. So
Fucked up beyond all recognition.
you know, my dad had 3 daughters. He wouldn't like that either. He would be, that's ridiculous. My dad was in advertising back in the 70s. He dealt with gay people. So when he came home, if he had to deal with someone that day who was gay, my mother would say, "How was your day?" And he'd, as a joke, take his pinky and rub it across his eyebrow just to say, "Oh, it was a very nice day." You know, it was very calming. I was with the gay people. I didn't have to get upset. You know, whatever. But if it was somebody else, he'd make this other motion on his head. And I was like, "What is that, Mom?" She goes, "I don't know. It's your dad's sign language." But that was the way he explained it to her because he didn't want to discuss it.
Right.
My husband works at a warehouse, at Walgreens warehouse. Gets paid shit money. The past 2 weeks, they've called 11-hour days. And if you don't go in and work those 11 hours, you get fired. He's 67 years old. He'll be 68 in a couple months. He's a survivor of esophageal cancer, stage 1. We didn't need to get chemo or radiation. We're very blessed that the doctor's here because I bitched at him because of the noise he was making all the time. And he finally went and got his checkup that had been late, and we found cancer so early that it was caught. He was able to have surgery, major surgery, but no chemo, no radiation. So he had an esophagectomy. And if you don't know what that is, they take 2/3 of your esophagus and cut it out. And they take your stomach and make it into basically a new esophagus with a little bit of a stomach, and you basically have to eat a lot of little meals during the day, which he doesn't do. And then he starts to hiccup when he's halfway through his meal, which means don't eat anymore, and he keeps going.
All right.
And then you know what goes from there. So he's got other things on his mind because of his work, his job. He's trying to figure out if he can retire at the end of the year. if we're going to be able to afford it or if he has to work another year or what. So we're just in the middle of a strange place, but he knows what's going on, and he does get pissed off sometimes, and he'll hear stuff like from Hal or Stephanie sometimes, and he'll make comments about it, and say, Jesus Christ, I didn't know that, or whatever. So he does get it.
Right.
He's just got too much crap on his mind right now that he can't handle anything else. And unfortunately, me and a couple of his doctors think that he's starting to get a little bit of dementia like his mom, but I think it's from too much stress from everything.
Right. Well, Judy, thank you so much for calling in, honey. I really appreciate it. It was so good to talk to you.
I just wanted to call in and let you guys know what I was thinking and everything, and I didn't mean to get too passionate or rowdy. So let me know if I ever get too much of a yell going. I can be bad like that, and I don't mean it in that way.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in.
I want to get my words in. Thank you so much,
all right,
guys.
Honey. All right, bye. Oops, sorry. So, anyway, well, that, thank God that we've got Joe Biden saying that he's going to, help people with their medical bills. Because if they get helped with their medical bills, like what Judy was talking about, and it won't go on their fucking credit record, then, a lot of people will, oh my God, I can't even, you know how big that is? It is so massive.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Millions of people are not going to be flung into fucking poverty because their medical bills aren't going to drown them in debt.
It's so good. I'm like so excited about this. Same thing with all the school loans.
Yeah.
My husband has had a school loan. He got in a fucking car or a motorcycle accident and couldn't finish school and never paid off his school loans. And so they just keep growing and growing and growing. I'm waiting. He actually passed something. Biden passed something recently. If you make under $100,000 a year or whatever it is, I forget the number, but it's something like that, that you haven't been able to pay your school loans, then you can be exempt from your school loans. I said, Tony, look into it.
Forgiven.
Look into it.
Forgiven. Yeah.
Because
sadly we live in a credit-based society.
Well, the school loan thing is a massive thing. When you've got 50-year-olds who are still paying off their fucking school loan because literally the companies have taken them over, and then they can increase it every month, every year. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it's just bombardment from these people. And
they sell your paper.
Yeah, they sell it to somebody else, and they just let it keep going up. That is major. This is even bigger because it affects a lot more people. Because it's not just people who have school loans,
right?
Which there are a lot of.
Yeah.
I didn't have one, but Tony had one. But you know what I'm saying? A lot more when people's health is affected. They get in a car accident of no fault of their own, or their kid falls out of the goddamn tree and breaks an arm. You know what I mean? Like, life fucking happens, and you cannot be able. I mean, you've got to be able to, deal with it. And that's and the other thing. Fuck the healthcare system. Let's have a goddamn free healthcare like everybody else. Everybody else. Every first world country has free healthcare. Why are we even going there? I think it's another step on Biden's agenda to let's go to universal healthcare in the United States of America, like we should, like everywhere else does.
I can clearly see a pathway with all this weight being lifted off Americans and put where it needs to be, which is on, the medical industry, who makes tons of money, the pharmaceutical who makes tons of money. I mean, there's so much money being made in the medical industry right now. It's fucking bizarrely unreal.
Wizzy Bob says it will have an enormous economical impact immediately. Absolutely, 100%. As soon as all those school loans are forgiven, as soon as all those medical bills are fucking taken off people's credit, that is such a massive burden.
It
burden
gives you
off
oxygen
regular
and freedom.
Yeah.
A little more freedom to be able to fucking flourish.
a little room to breathe for a minute.
Instead of being a fucking slave to your bills.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to be a slave to our bills to survive. Period.
It's so funny because, like, I got a drum kit over here, right? And I keep looking. I can't fucking. My hi hats are touching, so when you talk or anybody else talks out of the speakers, it like makes them rattle. It's really kind of funny.
Nice. There's a ghost in the drum
Yeah.
set.
It's kind of funny. Gen X George, how you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. I'm glad to see you back in the chat. I know that you were on with Tony and Adam last night. It was good to see you, dude.
I sent you a virtual hug over there, George. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Adam passed your hug to me, and I passed it back.
Celery, I love that. Allison Gill said, if helping students with debt is buying votes, then surely giving tax cuts to the wealthy is also buying votes, right? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So, hey.
Just a little bit.
The thing is that helping students with school loans helps a lot more people, and tax cuts for the rich only help the 1%.
The rich. That's right.
The super uber duper wealth. The people who have fuck you money. That's what I call fuck you money. They're just like.
Yeah, I watch urbexing films or videos a lot. And I watch these mansions that these rich, gluttonous motherfuckers build and just leave to rot to move on to another mansion. And somehow they manage to write these places off on their taxes. And I'm like, this last place I looked at last night was big enough to be a facility, a health facility or a homeless facility, or, they could have easily housed like 1,000 people in it. It was a personal private home, and it was left to rot with all the finest things you could fucking build a building out of, left to rot. What the fuck, rich people? I find it fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And then you have this giant house and you're 2 adults. That's it. No kids.
You gotta have each needs a wing.
Yeah.
Because you can't stand each other.
Who are these people that think they need to live in fucking castles? That's what I want to know. It doesn't make any sense.
I wish I had a little bit more room. I mean, I live in an 858 square foot house, so it's kind of...
Yeah, you and me both. Yeah, it's not a big house here at all.
If I had a little bit more
I moved from
room,
a big house, so it kind of put me in a really tight spot.
Yeah, I moved from a 1,500 square foot house to this, so I really cut shit in half. And then I inherited all my mom's shit, so it's like shit stacked to the ceiling. And... And I'm feeling very suffocated. And, but at the same time, I keep walking around here. By the way, you guys, like, I don't want to go to Facebook Marketplace to sell anything anymore. Like, where can I go? Online, I'll ship stuff. I don't care. I'll add the shipping into the cost. I like
stay away from Craigslist, killer.
No, I don't want to go to Craigslist. I was thinking Poshmark. I don't know, like Wow, I thought Diane lives in a mansion. Jim the Geek, you asshole.
I've had the grand tour, so I know it's not a mansion.
Yeah.
Y'all have seen my place. It's like the letter U, and it's small. It's small. And it was built in 1953. It has no modern upgrades.
eBay,
I
I
have no
don't know.
air conditioning,
eBay sucks
no
too.
heating system. It's a basic bungalow.
I was thinking like
But, you know.
Poshmark, if you guys know what that is. Has anybody used it? Does anybody have anything good to say about it? I'm looking for a place to sell wares, things.
Listen.
Knickknacks.
I would have
Drive
an
me
estate.
crazy.
I would have an estate auction come in and give you a value.
You have to
and
fucking
it-
give them money to do that. Yeah. I already know what this shit is worth. I don't need them to tell me what it's worth. First of all, I can look
But
it
you
up
need them
online.
to buy it. Just take it, buy it, because whatever you get will be more than you had while it's just sitting there taking up your space.
Well,
You know,
with some things I agree with you on that but there's other things that need special
I get it.
attention.
So everything is special. So the things that aren't special, just have somebody come with a big truck and buy it all at once.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah. But then they want to take all the good shit. Now they want to take the shit that I want to keep, and I want to get rid of the knickknacks. They want to take my antiques.
Yeah.
And I want the cabinet to put a few things in, not just cram shit in there, because that's the thing,
Yes.
is the knickknacks. The knickknacks I inherited from my mother, there's just too much. And I really had to empty my mom's house really fast, because I literally sold her house, you guys, in February of 2020. And if I hadn't sold her house in February of 2020, it would have been such a worse nightmare for my mother and for everything. So I'm just so glad that happened, and I busted my ass to do it. Literally broke my back doing it. Not broke my back, but fucked my back up doing it. And so I cannot be happier that actually happened. But yeah, I don't know. I've been looking for a new source because I don't want. I used to use Facebook Marketplace, but I'm just like, I don't want to do that anymore. I hate fucking Facebook. Can't stand it.
That's right, Adam. Isn't that some shit? Adam said those mansions are a crime against the future, molding ruins that could have housed 500 homeless leak dangerous chemicals leaking into the ground and no tax incentive to save it.
Yep.
It's true.
Yeah, mountain bike fan, goddamn, I also had my dad drop off a bunch of shit at my house, too. He's like, oh, I'm selling my house up north, and, here's your stuff. It wasn't like I could say, oh, I'd like to have that, or this, or that, or the other thing, and you can get rid of it. No, here's the stuff you got. I'm just gonna drop it off at your house. Throw a bunch of shit at you, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. That's why I told Tony, I said, I don't need another birthday present. I don't need another knick-knack. Don't buy me an anniversary gift. I don't even want these goddamn Legos. I don't even put these goddamn Legos together because I'm like, I don't want flower Legos. I want no more shit in my house.
We need the flower Legos in our life.
Okay, well, maybe.
You know how it's those things that some things are very therapeutic and they're necessary because of them being therapeutic.
I know.
And Legos for you are therapeutic.
Well, they were only therapeutic during COVID. When I made these gadgets. This is a phone holder for my phone. And
so cool.
I can go like this, and I can have it plugged in, or I can have it like this. And I have 4 or 5 of these all over my house. I took all my old Legos because I'm like, I don't want to hold the phone while I'm on even, videoing with people or whatever. And so, like, yeah.
That's very cool and industrious. Me too, Margot. I still have my kids' stuff. Now I have my grandkids' stuff.
Here's my other
There you
Lego that I
go.
don't take apart.
Brilliant. See, we all did creative stuff while we were in lockdown to keep from going insane.
I know. Yes, we did. Enough is enough. I broke out the Legos to build myself some stands and an American flag.
Ah, you can't make a penis from Legos or even boobs. I'll bet you Diane can, Stunny.
You give me enough fucking Legos, I'll fucking do it.
She's pretty industrious with those Legos.
I'll make a standing penis, a flaccid penis. I'll make any fucking kind of penis you want. A mushroom?
Oh, Donnie! Where are you? Oh, there you are, Donnie.
There you are, Donnie.
I can't say it's nice to see you, Donnie. Oh my God! I can't wait till we never have to see him.
Wait a minute. I think the mushroom has made an appearance on almost every fucking of one of our shows. I don't think there's. If you guys can find a show, okay, that if you can
feature Donnie's mushroom
that doesn't feature Donnie's mushroom besides a short, because it can't be a short.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah. I will, we got to do something. We got to give you a free t-shirt, which we now have t-shirts.
Oh, what? Benny and Diane merch? Are you kidding
No,
me?
we have merch. Mark, throw up all the merch up there and where to get it at Redbubble. And you have the link. I don't even know where the fucking link is, dude.
It is our mascot, Christine. Our mushroom mascot.
My mom made this, and I found it in all her stuff. So I'm like, it's kind of hippy dippy, right?
But you know what frightens me is I'm sure that's really what it looks like. Diane! I'm sure that's really what Donnie's looks like. I just know it does.
It's blue and green
I know.
and brown, and it's got bruises on it. And
He doesn't put makeup on his Johnson.
Yeah, that's where we get spore tweezers from and all these other like things. Yeah. We got merch now, redbubble.com. Yeah, and there's more to come. We've been working on more designs, but we just had we had to throw up 5 designs really quick after working on one design for a long time. So yeah.
I love the guilty.
34 times, right down the straight center of the shirt. Right down the center of the shirt. Just guilty 34 fucking times. We should take like a mushroom picture of this and turn it into a sticker or something.
It should be on a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's definitely become our mascot. It's like more well known than our fucking logo.
Yeah. No, totally. That would be a good t-shirt. Everybody loves a mushroom. Right? Except for Stormy.
There's fungus among us.
Yes.
Dad joke from Margot.
Oh my God. Oh, let me turn my fan around for a minute here. I can feel it pulling some hot air in my other fan. It's pulling my other fan backwards. I'm being counterproductive in my cooling unit here. I have fans from all the way up there in the living room, blowing down the hallway, a line of fans blowing to my room, and then I have 2 fans in here, one blowing to sometimes I have it blowing on me. Not right now, but I mostly have it blowing at the window fan. So it's Fan Alley.
M. Kilgore says Benny and Diane are good for the soul. Aw, that's so nice. Thanks so
For those
much.
of you who have a soul, that's what
No,
we're here
it's so
for.
sweet. And I think fucking Stormy Daniels is fucking badass. I don't feel bad for her at all. You know what? She gave all the world a happy ending.
Yes, she did. Thank you, Stormy. Or Stormy.
Whoever
Not
made
Stormy.
that
I looked at
meme,
the chat. I see Stormy.
whoever made that meme, you win meme award of the year. Stormy
Yes, she did.
gave the world a happy ending.
You should get a dime for every time somebody laughs at it.
Oh God, she'd be a billionaire. It'd be so great.
A real billionaire.
A real billionaire.
Not like Donnie. Billions and billions. I have billions of dollars.
God.
Fucking evil prick.
It just gets me high as fuck. I'm Stony Baker. Yeah. So what else? What else is the fuckery that we've seen?
Well, look at this fuckery. Can you see it?
Your hair. It's not really that blue.
It's periwinkle, for fuck's sake.
It is?
Yes. So now I have to do it again.
Yeah, it needs to be saturated.
Dude, I was so disappointed when I washed it out that like most of it didn't even, like it stuck in some places and didn't stick in others. I'm like, oh my God. And now I have to cut a good length off it as well. Because I fried the fuck out of it.
Son of a bitch.
I may be bald before the summer's over, completely bald. Not my,
Ooh.
yeah.
I wanted to bring this up. Did you guys see the new tape of Schumer on Jan 6 was sitting on the couch with Pelosi going, where the fuck is the National Guard? And
I
he's like,
saw that way back in the beginning, way when it happened, because Pelosi's daughter was in there shooting a documentary when this shit went down.
yeah, but they said it was never before seen footage, but I feel like I've seen it before too. And, you know, a lot of that stuff, you know, the right wanted to bury. They didn't want that shit out there. Especially when Donald Trump is going, oh, it was Nancy Pelosi that could have called in the National Guard.
Yeah, no, he was the only one with the power to do that. Him and him alone. Period.
And this motherfucker is also now taking credit for the $35 insulin that Biden made happen.
Yeah, I did that. No, you didn't, Donnie, motherfucker.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Joe Biden did it.
And he's also trying to gaslight everyone and tell everyone that he never said lock her up when it came to Hillary Clinton. Quit gaslighting us. And this is gaslighting, projection, propaganda, fucking hypocrites, fucking everything all rolled into one. Motherfucker, it's getting out of control. Now, Benny, I keep saying I knew it was going to get bad. I'm like, holy shit, it's getting bad. It's getting real
We
bad.
ain't seen nothing yet. He is going to be, the further down the road this goes, the more unhinged he's going to become, because he's a rabid animal and he's trapped in a corner that he's painted himself into, and there's no escaping.
Yeah.
Period.
And the Supreme Court, these motherfuckers, they're damned if they do and damned if they don't. If they give presidential immunity, then that means Biden doesn't have to leave. But they have to find the right spot. Oh, well, when do they do it? If Trump wins the election, so then do they do it then? But then Biden's still president till the 20th, so they do it at noon on the fucking... You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to fucking do? And anything that they do is going to... Everybody's going to be pissed. The left is
They're going to be ejected.
The left is going to be... Oh, fuck you.
They need to fucking go.
The left is going to be like... You know, throwing their goddamn feces at the goddamn Supreme Court. I will shit in my fucking hand Literally, I'm gonna shit in my hand and I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking whip it at the goddamn Supreme Court. That's what I'm gonna goddamn do,
Yes.
you pieces of shit. Even though I'm really sorry Ketanji Brown Jackson just got there and, you know, the good people that are there. But these motherfuckers that are
They got
so
to go.
owned. It's so corrupt. It's so fucking obvious. It's everywhere. And then you've got this motherfucker getting caught on tape by a lefty for the second time.
Yeah, no, he's totally on the up and up. These
Their
Supreme Courts,
arrogance.
right?
Their arrogance is okay. First of all, you need to be taken down another notch, motherfuckers. You are not above the law. You are not the law. You fucks.
I would love to see about 10,000 people standing outside of the Supreme Court or more when they leave from work, just with their arms crossed silently, but everyone tapping their one toe.
Waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, waiting. We'll be waiting, motherfuckers.
A silent protest. Don't have to say a fucking word. Don't have to carry a fucking sign. Bring water.
I love the merch, Benny and Diane. We'll be getting the flip the bitch switch shirt.
Flip the bitch switch.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister.
It is. It still gets me every time I try to say it. But I'm still looking for
Far out, Crystal.
Crystal Waters. Is that the one that has the? Does it have the switch on it yet? Or does it just say the words? Because I'm trying to get the one with the light switch on it. So anyway, yeah. Enough of the fluff. Take off the fluffy gloves.
Yeah.
What the fuck is everybody doing? Somebody get fucking pissed. You guys have the people who are the lawmakers have fucking avenues and they're not doing any. What the fuck is this Dick Durbin motherfucker doing, right? Can he he can send subpoenas to the Supreme Court. But he's not doing that. He should be suspending subpoenas to them. And if
the right has all these fucking loopholes, there should be some fucking loopholes for the left as well. Where's our fucking loopholes?
And if you don't like it, you want to argue it in court? Okay, let's have the lower courts argue that the Supreme Court has to fucking show up for subpoenas. Can we just do that? And maybe we can start an ethics fucking rule book for these cocksuckers who think they are just like
lifetime appointments.
La-di-da, I can do no wrong. I'm walking on air. We're all angels. The fuck is wrong with these people? I really don't. I like
driving my $250,000 camper and parking in Walmart parking lot so I can meet with the regular folk.
Call from
Wizzy Buff.
Hi, Wizzy.
Wizzy.
Hey, Vanessa.
You gotta speak up, baby. I can hardly hear you.
I can't type and drive, so I figured, I could call you.
There you go.
That was a good rant.
Why, thank you. It's, nothing but the truth. Sometimes the truth is fucking ugly, but it's always the truth. I'm not afraid of getting my feelings hurt. Are you, Diane? No. I'm not afraid to get my feelings hurt. I don't care how much the truth fucking sucks. It's always the truth.
Feelings.
And that gives you a place to deal with reality. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no, how you approach that honesty and that truth and how you share it, it's extremely important, especially in this day and age, and people know that. These people, they're in on it full. All of these people who are still hanging with Trump are in it up to their, they're in it deep. They're either in it with the Russian mob, they're in it with whoever they have working for them. They're in it with the Chinese. All these people have been compromised. Every last damn one of them has been. They're fighting for their damn very existence. They know.
Yep. They know they screwed the pooch.
Yep. I can't. And the thing is that they almost had us in a checkmate, but I think there's ways around it. This whole thing with the Florida case and the Georgia case, the way that blew up. Good Lord.
There should have never been a case other than the
one against
election interference case, because that was a fucking bullshit show, what they did to Fonnie Willis.
To have him on an hour-long recording begging for them to find 11,780 votes. I don't know how much fucking evidence, how much more evidence do you fucking need? That's why they go after the prosecutor. That's why they're digging through fucking Fonnie Willis's panties. And it's disgusting display.
It is so gross. It is just obscene. The level that they will stoop to, there is just no low. There is no low, and the minute you think there might be, there isn't one. So I've ruled that out. There is no low they will not stoop to. I mean, they're killing women and children. You know what I mean? They don't care. They're like
literally
the poor.
Literally killing women and children. Literally.
Yeah. The weakest, most cowardly, most disgusting specimens of human being, if you want to call them that, and I really don't want to call them that, but I have to, because I can't dehumanize them or I'm just as bad.
Right. Well, that's
so it's
a
horrible conundrum to be in.
Well, that's why I feel like we have to keep our humanity. We keep saying lock him up, but we say lock him up for a reason. There's a reason why we say lock him up. We know he's a fucking criminal.
A lifelong criminal. He's not just somebody who dropped into the lap of crime. He's been a criminal his entire fucking life.
Same with his whole family.
Doing things that would make your fucking toenails curl up. They're so sick and gross. He is trash, a trash human.
Yep, and the thing is that
he has no value.
He doesn't. He just is using oxygen, too much of it. I mean, really, if you ask me. But that said, and so as not to lose my humanity, I have to say, I think justice is getting him every day, because he can barely take. You could see him spiraling, and I agree with Diane in that he was spiraling fast. He's been spiraling fast. He's going down I hear that sound of the World War II movies with the airplane. It's on fire now. It's heading for the ground. Or Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, now, listen. In my mind, some time back, I came to the resolve that Donnie looks like a person that was sculpted out of human earwax, and we're watching him melt under the heat. He's
Oh my God, that's so gross.
But that's the only thing that makes him human in my eyes, is he's made of human earwax.
Oh my God.
And now he's melting, and it's getting hot, and the hotter it gets, the more he's going to melt and squish and squirm and scream. Yeah.
Oh God.
I am not an animal. I am human earwax.
You.
I know. That's as gross as, can be. And that's, I came to that resolve. That he's just made of human earwax.
Oh God. Oh, good Lord. Yuck.
He does
Yuck.
look like
Oh.
he's melting.
I don't
though.
know that-
Like,
That's
like-
just
slowly. Go ahead, Wizzy.
I said that just
No.
gives me the yucks. It was just, oh, I pictured. I can't even say what I pictured. I can't even say it. I'll probably back.
I mean,
Yeah.
look.
I can't see the chat, by the way, so I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna barf. Think I'm gonna barf.
I'm just.
Think I'm gonna barf.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's horrid.
He
Oh,
is
it's a good thing that
horrid.
humans know how to laugh at adversity. Ugh. But yeah,
Oh.
no, I that's what I've seen him as for years now. No, for years, literally.
Well,
years.
Sense of humor is vital at this time.
Yeah. Oh my God. What would we do if we were all of those? You know, we all know somebody who doesn't have a sense of humor. We all do.
Oh
Like,
God, and
let's
they're the
just-
worst people to hang out with.
Yes, they are.
They're no fun at all.
But could you imagine if we were all like that instead?
Ugh. No, that would
Yeah.
really suck.
What the fuck?
We'd be living in a
That's
world
how-
of Nazis.
That's,
Oh.
that's how they want us. That's how they want us all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And probably the same little uniforms too, singing the do dear
Doe a deer, female
or
deer.
Edelweiss. No, Edelweiss. They'd have us singing Edelweiss.
Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know all
I've
the
never
sound of
I've-
music songs.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
I
The
love
Sound
that.
of Music.
So anyway,
I've never
I
seen.
didn't want to.
I've never seen
I
Gone
didn't
with
want
the
to
Wind.
monopolize.
Oh
the
my
phone. I
God,
just wanted to
Benny.
Put my 2 cents in. You know.
Benny, I'll send you the
Yes, I-
DVDs. Do you have a DVD player? Oh, well, then
I
that's
don't watch-
useless.
I don't watch movies.
Yeah.
I can't. They put me right the fuck to sleep. Right the fuck to sleep. Right the fuck to
Boom,
sleep. It
right to
doesn't
sleep.
matter if it's action packed or a fucking love story. I've managed to make it through a couple of movies in my lifetime, but most of them put me right the fuck to sleep. So I don't bother
Well, you
because
know,
I can't just
they're
go to
They're
sleep.
just our. Yeah, there's just those.
We're living through our own horror movie right now.
Well,
In the age
living
of
through
Trump,
Yes.
in the age of Putin, in the age of reality TV stars.
Now, one of the movies that I've seen is what the fuck is the name of it? Final Destination, I think is the name. Right?
Final
It was
Destination.
it was a series of horror genre things of people who were at the wrong place or the right place at the wrong or right time.
Right. Benny,
was-
don't
it
get so
was-
high before the movie. LOL from Mountain Bike Fan.
Yeah.
Shut up, mountain bike. No, listen. That's what gets me. That's what keeps me going. It's when I stop smoking it and stop. You know.
Yeah, that's
then
not
it's like,
pretty.
oh,
That's not pretty right there.
yeah. I'll just, you know.
Ooh. Oh my
When
gosh. Someone
It's just
left
like
a
when you
bunch
sit
of lemons
down.
out
Forget
here.
it. It's over.
What's that, Wizzy?
Someone left a bunch of lemons out here.
Ooh.
Huh.
Lemons?
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm outside.
Maybe they're
Someone
injected
left a
with
bunch of lemons.
something. I wouldn't trust them.
I don't
Come off
worry.
a tree.
There's lemon trees everywhere.
I wouldn't. So somebody just pulled them and left them there
Yeah.
for whoever wants them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Lemons for Wizzy.
Yeah, my neighbor and I
Well,
were talking about it. I know exactly the tree they came from. My neighbor and I were talking about it. I got to know her, and she's cool. But anyway, I wanted to say also that we do need to have people call attention. These judges, how corrupt they are. We need to have people really looking at who they are voting for even their local judges, because that's
Yeah.
where the corruption starts.
Especially,
That's where it starts.
especially the
you know?
local judges. The judges make the rules.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you don't have good people in, this is what you get.
Right.
What we got right
And
now.
by the way, just for all those Democrats out there who are going to vote D, Democrat all the way down, it skips all the judges. So you can't do that this time. You have got to research the judges in your fucking, on your ballot. And
on your ballot.
And make sure that they are, pro-life or, pro-choice, whatever. You know what I mean? Make sure that they have your fucking values that you have. And vote all the way down the ballot. Tick by tick by tick by tick by tick. Because if you go Dems only all the way down, it skips all the judges. So just so...
Can't skip the judges. The judges...
And even if you go Dems all the way down and do the judges, they still won't count it. Especially in red states. So don't be lazy this election. Get on your... Get informed. Go to vote.org and find out.
Not only that, let everybody around you know this as well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people just... are creatures of habit. Well, we can't afford to be a creature of habit.
Actually, Benny Loco, that's the perfect thing, is that people are used to their traditions and their habits and their comfort zones. And that is one that that's why people are so stubborn. I got to vote in person. They're really traditionalists, especially, but, people get creatures of habits and then they don't, become creatures of habit with voting or things like that. They go what do you say? They go blind. They just start doing autopilot. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
And I don't want the autopilot to kick in when their eyes glaze over when they read about the judges. So we need to have some things available for people. I will look some things up about what to look for maybe in because judges don't say whether they're liberal or conservative. It doesn't say Republican or Democrat.
No, you gotta dig into their cases. You gotta do a lot more research. I found that on the last ballot that I voted in by mail. And so I could look up everybody else, but I couldn't look up the judges. They don't say if they're Republican or Democrat. What you have to do is look up some of the cases they've been involved in.
Yes, and look up a little bit of the look up some of their background that they do state. Some of them will say, or they're running to be a judge, they're currently an educator, or they're currently retired from real estate, or whatever.
I think there is a place like Judicial Watch, I want to say, where you can look up more about the judges in your area. I want to say that, but I'm not sure if that's exactly the place to go. But
well, I guess Mark Elias maybe.
Mark Elias.
Would know.
Yeah.
So we would have to look up him. So I'll be looking into that as well.
Mark Elias on Twitter, might be like in his profile or whatever. Might be this is where you can find it. Judicial Watch. Also, Glenn Kirshner, Andrew Weiss have both said, if you go into your local courthouse and you see a judge acting inappropriately, like acting like a Trump surrogate or being very political and not going for the rule, but you got to be kind of a lawyer to know, right? So if you see it,
that's a lawyer talking to lawyers there, because I don't know when I could probably intuitively know when a judge has gotten out of line, but I can't say I would know legally when.
Right,
he's gotten
that's
out
what
of
I
line.
mean. You got to have like lawyers need to see it, and if you're a lawyer and you see it, you can make a complaint against that judge. And if they were appointed by fucking Trump and they have no fucking experience, like fucking loose cannon down there in fucking Florida, that fucking bitch. Who I could just whip her around like this and just right into the fucking Gulf of Mexico, you bitch.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this woman. I really just can't.
She looks like she needs to be on Xena She something, whatever the hell. I don't know, but whatever. She's pretty features, but she's terrible. She's got a dark, dark, dark hole, empty space in herself somewhere, because that woman is, yeah, she's either that freaking stupid or she's that freaking evil.
I think it's a bit of both. And I think she's got overlords who are telling her, you can do this, because she doesn't have the experience to know.
Yeah, because she puts up, yes, exactly. She put something out there today that was like, it applied in a state case, or it applied in a situation where she'd been in before, but it didn't apply in the current situation, and she had to ask about it, and or somebody had to advise her on it. I don't know. It was weird. I've been following it, but I can't regurgitate it.
Yeah, and well, because it's so deep, and now you're getting into like, I don't know how to.
Yeah.
What's
so
the
the minutia of it, and you can't do that with people who you're trying to help understand. So that stuff amongst us we can parse with we wish. I don't really want to.
Well, the thing is, none of us here, none of us are goddamn lawyers here, right? But we're trying to figure this shit out. Why the fuck can one bitch can stall this fucking case?
Yeah.
I would not want to have to be the one like Michael Popak and all them that I've been myself. I wouldn't want to have to be them following all this shit. Can you? I mean, good Lord. And this isn't all. This is the tip of the iceberg again, as you guys were saying the other day.
Yeah. It is. The shit is
the tip
going
of the
to
iceberg.
Bubble over.
Oh my
forever.
God, do not go to Judicial Watch. It's a right-wing thingy. Oh my God, sorry.
No. No, really?
I'm sorry.
Well, at least it wasn't porn.
We need the porn.
Are you trying to break Diane on us?
I didn't try.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. I did not. Please retract my statement. Oh my God. No, but there is a place where you can look up about the judges in your area. I just don't know where it is.
Yeah, I'll be researching that, and then
Thank
like
you.
I said,
Thank
I'll
you,
bring
Lizzie.
it next time I'm on. In next time you guys are live for sure, but I'll give it to you anyway. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I had to say. I'll let someone else call in. I shouldn't hang you guys up on the phone. So it was really great. Thank you for having me on.
Love you, Wizzy.
Hey, did you make it to your destination?
Are
you there yet? Are you there yet? Are you there yet?
No, I had to empty out a couple things out of my car so I could carry the things I need to carry. I did go to the store and come back already, and then I got to go back now.
Okay, so go to Democracy Docket. Go to Democracy Docket. That's where you go.
Democracy Docket?
Yep. At .com. Mark Elias's website.
I'll look it up, and then also, Penny Loco, yes, I've got to go back to the store. I forgot to get something.
God, I hate it when I
So
do that.
anyway, yeah.
I'll probably have to make a run to the store
be
before the day is out. So.
Love you.
Love you too, Wizzy.
Love you
Thanks
too,
for
baby.
calling.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, she's so smart. She's so funny. She's so
Hello,
beautiful.
Doug G. How you doing? Thanks for rolling in. Hey, listen, I'm going to drop a link.
Okay.
And I want everybody who is not subscribed to Sean Harris to go and subscribe to Sean Harris here on YouTube. He's got a small audience, but he needs a big one because he's going against NTG. He's a Democrat.
Yeah.
He's a retired one-star general. He's qualified. He understands the people, the white people. He's a black man. He understands the white people that he's grown up around.
Mm-hmm.
And and they understand him. That's the best part.
Right, yeah.
You know, there's such an understanding between him and the people, the white people who grew up around, because they're doing the same thing. They're cattle ranchers.
We played a video last week of him talking to another local rancher and saying how Trump has done nothing for them and fucked up their lives. And now that Biden's in, it's doing good, and that they want to vote for him. So let's, push Sean Harris and get MTG the fuck out of there. That nut job.
Oh my God.
Fucking. Oh my God.
can't with that
Imagine
woman.
your
I
gas
can't.
prices. Imagine your gas prices when you have an electric car and you won't need any more gas. Oh my God, it's going to be so much money.
Ja.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I can't.
I gotta purge my soul, if I may.
Hi, Terry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to one of the shark videos in the newsreel. I'm not even sure which newsreel it was of the shark attacks over the weekend. And
yeah, it's spring.
Everybody in the
fucking
chat
sharks
was
come
like,
in.
Don't swim in the ocean.
Yeah.
Don't swim in the ocean. You shouldn't swim in the ocean. Don't swim in the ocean. I was like, well, there's a lot of people with common sense in the comments here. The ocean is the home of the shark and many other things. Yet you throw your body in there and frolic around like a piece of food. So, I'm sorry.
We've already had that discussion. We've already had that discussion earlier in the show. Yeah.
I couldn't say anything in the comments other than baby shark did baby shark did.
Can you
I hope I sent everybody an earworm for the day who came in behind me.
No, I just okay. So today is June 11th. A month from today, we will hear the judge's verdict on his Donald Trump's punishment. Will he or will he not go to jail? Does anybody know how to make a goddamn poll? How do you make a poll on YouTube?
I don't know.
That's not it. What about
That's
here?
not it.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Son of a bitch. I want to make a poll do you think he'll go to jail or do you think he won't go to jail? Do you think it'll be,
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to jail.
I mean, not like
that.
jail. I mean like country club jail. Country club prison.
You mean home confinement?
No jail. What home? He doesn't have a home.
I know.
So, which home?
Well, I had suggested that he probably owns the home that his judge sister, who died last year, he probably owns that home. He probably absorbed it the way he's absorbed all the other
shit,
fucking
right?
money from
Wizzy,
the family.
thank you for posting that link. Thank you, honey. Amnesty International for Women's Rights Definition globally. Yeah. Thank you. So go ahead. Yeah, I think he might have inherited that house too. That could be true. But wasn't she married? Wouldn't the spouse live there?
I don't know. No, he would never allow anybody to, Yeah, if there was a spouse or children, he did it to his own niece.
No jail time. I think house arrest.
No, but he's been fucking using his kids for his dirty business dealings their whole lives. I wonder how much he's fleeced out of them.
A suspended sentence, maybe. People are saying maybe in his Manhattan apartment, no jail time this time. I don't know. I have a hard time believing. First of all, Martha Stewart went to prison.
Yeah, I know. But
for
Martha
this
Stewart
same
is a female. Therein lies the rub. Martha Stewart was never the president. There's another rub. There's always going to be...
Martha Stewart has real money and Trump has fake money. There's another rub.
There's another rub. Suck it, Donnie.
She's a real billionaire.
She's a real billionaire, just like Taylor Swift, who's also a real star.
Yeah.
Donnie, who can actually fill a stadium until it's puking people. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, Daddy. Now, the solace I take away from all of this, my saving grace in this, is knowing that there's 3 more cases, and they will go through, and he will be charged, and there will be jail time, not club fed, but real time. Because he done screwed the fucking pooch. Done screwed the fucking pooch. He done screwed the fucking pooch.
If he goes down,
He
all the
sure
rest
did.
of them goes down, and that's the reason why they're not only. That's another reason why they're backing him.
I think they're trying to let the
Call
cult
from
down
Kevin
slowly.
I think that if Donald Trump goes down, the rest of the Republican Party who have backed him and who asked for pardons, and who know they've committed crimes for him, they will all go down with him, and that's why they still back him. Maybe as well as the compromise. Go ahead, Kevin. How you doing, honey? What's going on?
I agree. I agree with what you said.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Benny.
Hi, Annie. I'm trying to type, and I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I agree that, well, like I said, well, I was, watching this one show with Anthony Scaramucci. He said that, he thinks that, Trump will implode like he did with the pandemic, and that's going to be the end of it.
Well, we could all hope so. I hope so. He looks like he's imploding. I don't know. This last rally really...
It looks like a melting human earwax. Melting head.
Oh, God.
Earwax human.
Please don't put that visual in my head again. I really can't take it again.
Oh my God.
It's the best description of that.
I know it is, but it's still...
And I have a very vivid imagination, so...
Gross.
And I just, my mind goes
And I
right
don't
to
know...
where it needs to.
Is it just me, or is he lost a lot more fucking hair? What the fuck has been going on with this rat nest?
Underneath this little mud flap, it's like there's nothing. He's combing it all from the back and around and over. It's disgusting. And I don't think he's paying a hair or makeup person right now.
No. I don't think he's got the money.
Which makes my nipples hard.
Oh my God, Benny.
To think that he doesn't have any money for hair and makeup anymore.
Stress causes hair
Guess
loss.
who does? Melania has money for hair and makeup.
Hi, Peter. How you doing? Oh my God. I just got my Wi-Fi back up. Aw. That's why we haven't seen you, Peter. All right.
Sucks when your Wi-Fi's out.
Well,
Oh my God, does it suck?
It could be an area where, they've had a lot of storms or whatever. I don't know.
There's all kinds of shit going on out there.
Just he looks ragged. He looks tired. The bags under his eyes, his hair. And he even looks thinner. Like he's lost weight. Like he's not eating as many cheeseburgers as he normally eats. Like literally he just, I don't know. I think he's maybe probably doing more drugs than he's, just to keep himself awake. I don't know, man. Like,
yeah.
He looks like he just looks like shit. He really does.
Yeah. And he's saying, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But it's the one thing that I didn't like is when at the rally when he said that okay, if you fall or if you go down, we'll just pick you up and we'll throw water on you. It's like, what?
No, when he said, quote unquote,
The
I don't
opposite
care
of
about
paper
you.
towels, mind you.
He goes, I don't care about you. I just want your vote. Quote unquote. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. Literally, that is like the epitome of how about I just wet my poo at you.
Yeah. Also, like
And
saying that.
you know what's funny is they laughed and clapped when he said it.
Okay, if you guys vote, you can vote for a camel. All I care.
Yeah, Chris in the chat says, have you seen Shrinking Trump? This was gone over in the last episode. Shrinking Trump is a new show that I love on YouTube, you guys. It's psychiatrists picking him apart. And I missed the last episode, but I know what you're talking about, Chris.
They're not exactly picking him apart. They're just speaking from their level of expertise as to what his, his psychoses are.
That's right. And I really, really am digging this show, you guys. I have not had a chance to watch that last episode, but I'm gonna make it my homework. And
YouTube homework.
No, because
there's so much YouTube homework. Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
I didn't do any today. I didn't do any yesterday. I didn't really do any the day before either, which is
Benny, this morning on Morning Joe, they have this dude who comes on and he does all these graphs and he shows you 10% of the viewing audience is on YouTube. 10%. It's the most massive on the graph. And then it goes down to Comcast and Netflix and USA. You know what I mean? It goes down by network and they keep getting smaller. YouTube is now the number one place where people get their information. Because guess what? Mainstream media motherfuckers have failed us. And they get millions of dollars. It's we're just sitting here. I'm just sitting here in my basement. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers.
Yeah, but
they don't do the news anymore. It's just
one thing I really liked was that when Ben showed the all the things in mainstream media, and then he showed the pie chart, and then said, "My sketch is number one."
Yeah.
All the brothers just started cheering.
Right. Well, thanks for calling in, Kevin. I really love you, brother. And thanks for giving me the heads up on that thing earlier. You know what I'm talking about. And we'll talk to you soon, babe.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Deuces.
Yeah, it's just been, the mainstream media has just been an absolute fucking failure. And then you see them trying to both sides. They're all in a tizzy. They all have their panties in a bunch today because Hunter Biden's guilty on 3 counts of false statements in a illegal gun possession.
So MAGA's running around right now, and all of them have hard nipples over this.
Where are the 2A bros? Where are the 2A bros who are like, you can't do that.
When I want to see something done about investigating Javanka.
Yeah.
What
Those
the fuck?
two motherfuckers need to be investigated.
Okay, you got me on 3 felonies. I went to court. We did due diligence, and now I'm guilty, and I'll accept my penalty. What about Javanka? Where's the fucking investigations? Where's the fucking up the ass reaming of their fucking life that they did to Biden?
Hunter and Joe.
Where's their fucking naked dick pics of fucking Jared being shown in fucking the halls of fucking Congress?
Or Junior. Ugh.
Or Junior.
Junior's mushroom would be half this size.
Yes, of course it is. You know,
What
when
the
you have
fuck?
a mushroom,
No, you're
there's
absolutely
little
right.
mushrooms grow around it.
You're absolutely right, Benny. It's fucking bullshit.
Huge bullshit.
Hi, Mark. What's going on?
Hey,
Hey, ladies. Now,
what's up, babe?
This should put to bed the bullshit narrative of Biden weaponizing the federal government against all the fucking maggots.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He's allowing his son to be convicted. There's other Democrats. Was it fucking Menendez? There's another thing. There's another congressman I'm blanking on, but it's utter bullshit for maggots to use this weaponization of government crap that really Trump did when he was in office. He had Bill Barr do his dirty work and amongst others.
Totally.
Saying hello. All right.
No, you're absolutely right. Because that's the gaslighting. That's the projection. He's doing it to me, but I already did it to him or her, and don't even look over here. I'm going to keep saying, I'm going to keep pushing this button while you're looking over here. You're not looking over here, what this hand is doing. It's the dumbest shit ever. It's like it's like the dumbest magic trick. No, it is. It's like look over here instead of looking at this hand because I'm just gonna.
The worst case of misdirection I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to how much coverage did Hunter's trial get on Fox News?
Huh. Yeah. Oh, I bet it was wall to wall today.
Well, they can't claim weaponization of government against maggots if they covered this trial.
No, because if it was weaponization, then Donald Trump would already be in prison because Biden would just say, fucking put that asshole in fucking jail. Along with all his other criminal fucking assholes.
All the maggot legislators.
Yeah.
You can clear out half the Senate if he wants.
We don't see Hunter out front whining about the verdict from Peter.
It was unfair. They treated him unfairly. When actually he has been treated unfairly.
He's been way treated unfairly.
Yeah,
this case would have never been brought up if his last name wasn't fucking Biden. End of story. Period. Fucking that's it.
That's it.
Agree. 100%.
That's fucking it. In a nutshell.
If his name was Joe Schmo, it would never have been taken up.
Nope.
And again, we're all the Second Amendment assholes on the right standing up for Hunter. None of them. None of them have spoken. NRA hasn't spoken out, right?
Fucking crickets.
Yep. I mean, if this is a maggot that was under trial for these same charges, they'd be crying.
Oh, the hypocrisy. Again, there we go.
Yeah.
There's four words. Gaslighting, projection, hypocrisy, and propaganda. That's all of them. The right uses all four of those. We have to get ourselves familiar. We have to keep spreading it. We have to keep saying that's what. Look at the hypocrisy of Donald Trump. They want to know Hunter's got to go to jail for 3 counts.
Oh yeah, that's the
How
thing.
about
Hunter's been convicted. If he goes to jail and Trump doesn't, who's also been convicted. Where's your weaponization of government there? I mean, that's fucking bullshit.
That's a fucking big giant bitch slap in the fucking face. If Hunter goes to fucking prison and Trump doesn't, then they are protecting him. We know he's being protected by his right-wing fucking asswipes, but how can you equivocate the two?
Well, Michael Cohen has already served jail time for the same charges that Trump.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
It's just the hypocrisy is fucking staggering.
Yeah.
It's such an insult to my intelligence. What little I have.
Well, and they're like calling him a drug addict. And how about Donald Trump's pill mill? The entire
In the
fucking
White
time he
House.
was in the White House, handing out fentanyl and oxy
Dr. Ronnie.
and fucking morphine. But
How about his medical records mysteriously disappear and the doctor dies?
And along with the
That doctor
doctor.
had a mysterious death, right? Yeah.
I mean, that's the
We
thing.
won't be
That's what
alive.
gaslighting does. Is you actually, and not only the fire hose of news, the fire hose of fuckery. We forget all the fucking fuckery.
I can't forget. There's no way to forget. It just piles up like a fucking traffic jam in my head.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is,
sorry.
we probably won't be alive when all the truth comes out. We're probably looking maybe 50 years down the road when all this shit actually comes.
Wait,
comes
say
to
that
fruition.
again, Mark. You're a little muffled. Say it again. You think it won't?
Oh.
The truth really won't come out until 50 years? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, it'll keep spewing
most of
out
us
for
probably
the
won't be
next
around.
50 years.
Say it again, Mark.
I say most of us probably won't be alive when the truth finally comes out. Am I
Not
still
true.
shitty?
There's so many lies, Mark. There's so many lies that the truth will continue to seep out until the fucking, for generations to come. A lot more than 50 years.
I'm with you, Benny.
Just saying.
Well, unless there's an absolutely fucking, major fucking bombshells to drop that we keep saying it's the tip of the iceberg, which I think is true. Because we can only be seeing a little bit of his criminality because he's such a major fucking criminal. From just the little shit. Just the little shit.
His entire life he's been a criminal.
Yeah, his whole entire life.
Everything he does is a crime. Every fucking single thing he does.
I agree.
And yet, people still cover his ass. They've been covering his ass all along too. It's remarkable. People keep falling, taking the fall for him, and he keeps standing and smelling like roses.
Wait until we have hard proof that he sold our secret documents to the Russians, or to fucking Iran or Israel or North Korea or where the fuck ever, China. Wait until that fucking day. You think the military ain't gonna be fucking pissed off? Oh, really? You're handing our fucking secrets and you got my comrades killed because they were their spies over there? And they've been dropping like flies? The CIA is ticking off record numbers of spies that they had in places that are all fucking disappearing or getting disappeared.
Two good points, Peter and Alstrom.
The DOJ and the FBI is still infested with maggots.
Yeah.
Jughead Jr. has guns. Okay, and we know he's a
Trump
junkhead.
Jr. has got shitloads of guns. Yeah.
Yeah, and Al says he's sure that gram of coke was planted at the White House. If it wasn't planted, it was left over from the fucking drug mill they had going in there, and the parties and the fucking tomfoolery that was going on in our fucking chambers in White House.
It was so planted to give the right a fucking story. It was so obvious. Because guess what? They knew that the pill mill story was going to come out. They knew the pill mill story was going to come out. So they had to get the cocaine story out first.
Mm-hmm.
Before the pill mill story came out. So they could saturate everything. Saturate the news media with horse shit.
Need a diversion, just like when that Access Hollywood tape dropped. Not even a couple hours later when all that WikiLeaks bullshit was leaked.
Yeah. Peter says it better than anyone else. No bag of coke left behind, says any coke user. I'll tell you what, if you have ever used cocaine, you will look for it everywhere. You will find it. or you will die
know where it
trying. Yes.
Anyway, all right, ladies. Yeah, I thought I'd chime in, and
Thank you, honey. Always a
and
pleasure.
just make my one phone call per show. I think I maybe missed last time, but anyway, love you both.
You're
Keep fighting the
forgiven.
good fight.
Love you too,
And we
honey.
love you.
Enjoy
Okay.
the day.
Bye, honey.
All right, goodbye.
Yeah, remember Cawthorn talking about the coke orgies? How quick did they make that motherfucker disappear? He
He
disappeared.
disappeared,
real
and
quick.
he rear-ended a state trooper, and we never heard anything else about it.
That's, oh my God.
What?
That's what I mean. That's the kind of shit that we forgot.
You can't rear-end a state trooper and just walk away.
If I rear-ended a state trooper, I'm like, shit, I would be in. Oh my God.
You're going to jail. You're going to fucking jail.
Call from
Trish from MI.
to
Trish.
accept, press 1. To send
Trish from Michigan, how you doing, honey?
Hey, Trish.
Good.
What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to talk about Dr. Phil. What the hell?
Oh God, that thing. Oh my God.
Good old television programming, isn't it great?
Son of a
Jerry
so-
Springer was another catalyst for this whole fucking mob mentality too. Thank you, Jerry Springer.
Wait, when you were saying Joe Schmo, I had tweeted out like that day that Dr. Phil thing came out that if it was just a Joe Schmo, Dr. Phil would have handed him his ass and then got him free therapy.
Yes.
That's how whacked out he sounded.
We've watched Dr. Phil go after victims of rape or you know what I mean? We have watched this motherfucker lambaste people. That's why he had ratings.
Yeah.
Ratings.
And there he is, just kissing his butt. Oh my God.
And on what network too,
It
by
was
the way?
disgusting.
His network that he's on right now, which has no followers, just got a bunch of new right-wing followers. And the ball licking was really gross. Like he couldn't be more like,
Have you seen
Really?
the amount of plastic surgery his wife has had?
Oh my, I can
He's
only
had
imagine.
a bit of surgery himself, but his wife, she looks like
A Stepford
like
mom?
one of the Stepford wives.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Kimberly Guilfoyle. She looked like a fucking fish now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen like before and afters, like side by side of her? It's horrible.
I even
It was so pretty.
I even noticed Stephanie Rule last night could not talk. She's like, oh my God, like her bottom lip was moving, but her top lip could not move. I'm like, lay off the fucking Botox, bitch.
It looked like those blow up dolls.
It looks so dumb. Like,
gross.
all right, hey
It's
guys,
fucking gross.
guys, raise your hand in the chat right now if you think these women look like shit. Look at Kimberly Guilfoyle when she was dating fucking Gavin Newsom. And, yeah, she was gorgeous. And now she looks like literally a flounder. I'm not even shitting
And the
you.
makeup.
She looks
the eye
she
makeup
looks like
is just
a cartoon
so dark.
She looks like a bad cartoon version of a vampiress.
Yes. And they look like shit. I'm
It's
sorry.
gross.
Will you please feel Dr. Phil McGroin? Yeah, what's with the pumped lips thing? They look like shit. Elizabeth says, yeah, Gen X George, Al's room. Yeah, no, Steve. No. You know, everybody's going, God, they look ridiculous. But they're all
Replasticans. I like that.
Oh,
And they don't
replasticans. I
eat.
missed that. Yeah, they literally are changing their appearance. Just like the guys who are dressed in Trump suits.
Oh, and yes.
That was fucking
I'm telling
weird.
you.
It's like a uniform. Your navy blue suit and a white shirt and a red tie. it's tied
Telling
so
you, Handmaid's
long.
Tale.
Cult much? Do you cult much? Do you cult? Do you cult? Do you cult much?
That's why we called it cult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Off this song.
Lies, yeah.
You're in a cult. Yeah.
All right, I'll let somebody else come up. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Trish from Michigan,
Dr.
like
Phil.
seriously, I know where you are. You're in Taylor, correct?
Huh?
You're in Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
yes.
We have to meet somewhere in the middle.
We talked about that last time.
I texted you and you didn't text me back, and I'm like, oh my God, she thinks I'm psycho.
I did. I don't think I got it. Or I would have. I would have to look. I mean, well, not this number. I put this number in my contacts, your YouTube dial-in number.
Right. So
that wouldn't be the number, right?
Like, no, it would be my personal number.
Okay, so text me after this.
I did already. You have to look for it. When the last time you called.
Okay, I will.
All right.
It's in there.
Probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'll do it again after the show, and I'll be like, we have to meet.
All
we
right.
have to have cocktails. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
And we have to
take care, guys.
Bye, Trish.
and we have to invite
Bye.
we have to invite
Bye-bye.
Mr. Ratchet
Bye.
to join us. Mr. Ratchet also. We got to get some Michiganders together. You know, like you guys got a lot of California, but you got a big state there. We're all kind of maybe a little bit more located in the same area.
That would be a fun live stream to get together and actually live stream with the people
Oh, hell
who
yeah.
managed to meet up.
Allie's calling again.
ALIOSHER.
Hi, Allie. Allie,
Hi,
you're
Allie.
calling in again.
Hey. Yep. Thanks, ladies. Okay, this is on the iPhone. Does this sound better?
Way better.
All right, so I have to call on the iPhone then. Okay, now I noticed a few things. Now I put things in chat. Apparently, Fred C. Trump III, you know, the son of Trump's father or brother, because they were like the third. So I guess the second was the brother that died, Trump's brother that died. So apparently his son is going to come out with a tell-all book. I saw Charlie Kirk, which, I mean, he's never looked good to me, which is fine. But if you look at the recent video, he has hair just like Davy and Goliath. You know, you remember the old Davy and Goliath cartoon? He looks exactly like
Davy.
that.
Oh, Davy.
Yeah, and then you
I
guys
used to
were
watch
talking
that.
about Kimberly Guilfoyle. And it's like, what is she like? Is she trying to be like this super ugly goth model with this weird fish lips and these super, super dark eyes? It's like, and it's not even the good way to do it. You know, it's like the first time I saw her look like that, I said, well, if you're trying to do Elvira, you still failed, you know, but Elvira at least is cute. But, I mean, it's like, and then she was so cute in the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm like, what
Alyosha,
the
do you
hell?
know if that is Mary's brother or not? Does Mary Trump have a brother?
I'm not sure at the moment. I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
But like I said, you know, that's the other thing. I got to find a way to change the Biden memes into type to put it into the chat, as we've been talking about the medical, you know, Biden trying to help with the medical debt and other things, because that's the other, like you've mentioned, we got to talk about the good that Biden is doing as well.
Yeah.
To counteract all this reality TV show soap opera BS.
Well,
I sent you something in your I sent you something in your phone number there, Diane, about the beginnings of the plague of Trump.
Yeah, I saw it about how his grandfather owned a brothel in Canada.
Yeah.
During the gold rush. Yeah.
Can you play it? Can you play it?
Shit.
It's so interesting.
Getting
It
it
is
from my
really
phone to the. Getting it from my phone to here. Hold on.
Oh. Fucking technical shit. It
Shit.
would sending it somewhere else be helpful?
Yeah, hold on. See, now I pushed
Yeah,
it,
hold
and
on.
now it fucking
I'm
pushed me
sorry,
all
Doug.
up.
While I have you guys on the phone, it's starting to circulate again around X. Mike Johnson now says that the long-term programs of Medicare and Social Security have to be looked at. So apparently the new thing is not to call them an entitlement, but to call them long-term programs. I guess to see what cuts they can do.
Mm.
You know,
Well, they're
so
not going
now
to have
it's
a
not
chance to
entitlement,
touch
it's
any of that
long-term
because we're going to show up at the polls and we're going to put the fucking final nail in this coffin of them fucking ripping our country apart.
I love it.
Yeah,
Julia
it's
Roberts
ridiculous.
just announced her support of Biden and will be fundraising for him. Good. Good. I want to see
Go,
more
Julia.
celebrities come out in support of Biden. There's been a
Right
couple
now,
of
we need a
videos.
lot more celebrities to come out
It
and
would be
do
so
their
great.
due diligence.
Yeah. It would be so great if that happened
Al.
on a massive scale.
Yeah, Julia Roberts, George Clooney, Lady Gaga. A lot of people are coming out for Biden.
I heard Gaga this morning on Stephanie Miller. That was great. You know, I want to hear more of that
Gaga.
all over the fucking place. Seriously.
Yeah, because like I put in the chat, you know, President Biden, the actual President Biden, does things for the USA. Ex-convict Trump does things only for him and his party. And that's not because he's
No, he's there to save his own fucking skin. He didn't give a fuck about the Republican Party. He didn't give a fuck about the American people. He only gives a fuck about himself and staying out of fucking jail. And the only way he knows how to do that is becoming president again.
Yep.
Yes, Benny and Diane just endorsed President Biden and Kamala Harris. 24 bitches. All the way, 110%.
I don't care about you. I just want your vote.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hello.
How can he get away with that?
Colt, yeah. He doesn't care about you. He only wants your vote. Did you hear him when he said that? He's not joking.
I heard him. Yeah, I heard him. Yeah, all right. Well, at least we know that on the iPhone it comes in a lot better. I'll let you ladies go. At least we know now I should only call on the iPhone.
Yeah.
So.
It sounds a lot better, honey. Thanks.
A lot better. Thank you, Allie.
All right. Yeah. Wow. Yes, we just endorsed President Biden and VP Harris.
Who, if you're not following here on YouTube, you should be following them here on YouTube. Because the more of us that follow, the louder we are. You see, this is how this technology works. You understand? So, if you're not subscribed to Joe or Kamala, or for that matter, Sean Harris, I urge you to do so. Now, I'm looking around for other politicians that are running against, you know, the fucking MAGA, the MAGAs.
Yeah.
We all find out who they are and find out who's running against them and what they stand for and vote, you know, urge people to vote accordingly.
Yeah.
And I'm throwing my weight in, you know, for Sean Harris going against NTG. He's a Democrat. He's a retired general. And he's a cow farmer. And he's a black man. All those things are good signs for me. And after listening to him speak, watching several of his videos, leaving comments and thumbs up, because that's how shit works in this technology world.
Right.
Gotta feed the alga beast. Hey, did everybody hit the thumbs up here?
Yeah. Smash those thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and please share it.
And share.
So, okay, so I was thinking about, you know, Hunter's verdict. He's only got 3 felonies and federal felonies, and Trump has 34.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, it's a case that's never been tried. And I go, oh, well, I can say that about Trump, too. Because no ex-president has ever been done all this fuckery before. And then I said, oh, no one would ever be on trial for this. And I go, oh, yeah, that's right. Biden would never be on trial for this because it's never brought up because the fucking NRA and the gun-loving nut jobs in our fucking country. And, oh, yeah, and no one else would ever be on trial for this because only Donald Trump had access to fucking bury a story and cover it up and hide it in business records and pay his fucking lawyers and pay all these motherfuckers off. So I'm like, okay, so I'm like trying to find them. I'm like trying to find the one thing, and I go, oh, you know, Biden's a recovering addict and a veteran. And Donald Trump is a lifelong criminal. That's where the difference is. You know what I'm saying? And they're picking at him because of his name. And that's the only fucking reason why we're here or why we're even hearing about it.
Yeah, of course. Of course. This is 100% true.
And I love this. I love this. I've kind of been saving it. 40 out of 44 from Trump's cabinet won't endorse him. 40 people out of 44 people who were in Trump's cabinet for the 4 years he was a president will not endorse him.
You know why? I know why. Do you
they
know
saw
why?
his fucking fat ass up close and personal.
Yep. And they were like, oh my fucking God, this is a horrid, horrid human.
His own VP.
Yeah.
No. I'd like to know who the four are.
Yeah.
Just saying. Because they are massive fucking traitors to this fucking country, and they should all be thrown in jail. I'm sick and tired of the extra miles and let's not look political. It is political. This motherfucker tried to overthrow our goddamn government.
Doesn't get any more political than that. Sorry.
And it's a political witch hunt against Hunter Biden. I swear to God, they want him to relapse.
Of course they do. Hey, listen, he's a much better person than they are. And he knows that any sane American is behind him 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he doesn't know anything, he knows that. And he's a very intelligent man. He just has been through a living fucking hell and came out the other side. So,
and a lot
generally, generally, when good people go through so much trauma that it breaks them and they manage to come out the other side, they don't want to go back. That's just a fact.
And Benny, you know, I bet there's a hell of a lot more people out there who know what it's like to have a family member struggle with addiction than it is to have a family member pay off a porn star and try to fucking hide it and get elected president and then bury the fucking story in your yeah. Because that doesn't happen to a lot. Not a lot of people have that opportunity. Jesus Christ, you fucking assholes.
Jesus Christ is right.
Oh, jeez.
It's like being continuously slapped in the face with a wet towel, these motherfuckers.
I don't fear for Barron. Barron knows what he's in for, and if he knew what was good for him, he's an adult now. He could speak out and be like, fuck him. He's not my dad, and I want a DNA test right now.
And if he is my dad, I want a divorce.
I will change my fucking name, and I will have nothing to do with him. Yeah, but you know, when you have absolute narcissist for parents, You either get sucked in or you're pushed out.
Yeah. That's it, and
Yeah.
we hopefully for his sake.
Yeah, I bet
and his
DeVos is one of
serenity.
them too. Yeah, I bet DeVos is one of them. Betsy DeVos, that piece of fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She owns
Yep.
Grand Rapids, literally. That's why Grand Rapids is so red. But Detroit is bigger, and the Detroit metropolitan area is way bigger, and we outflank them. So yeah.
Time to eat the rich.
No, just make them goddamn pay their fucking fair share
Yeah.
in taxes. That's all we
Time to-
fucking need.
Yeah. That's
You
what
know.
we got to do.
A nurse in a fire. I don't have a fucking job, and I shouldn't fucking be paying more taxes than a rich person that has billions. I really don't want to
Hello.
hear it. I had to quit my job to take care of my mother. Now I hear that there are things that you can do and you can make money off that. But the problem is my sister tried to do that and stole a lot of money. So if I do it, then I will be, if she comes after me, then I'll be just as guilty as her. So I'm not doing it. I'm not going to
No,
do it.
I have not, Kevin. Have not seen their bug spray. Alarasia, how you doing? You snuck into the chat.
Hi, Alarasia. Good to see you again. I'm so glad you called in the show the other day. It was fun. I still love the call-in feature. The thing is, you guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to cut it short. We've had a few phone calls that go 30 minutes long, and then, I don't know, we
Yeah.
need to cut it short. So 5-minute limit. 5 minutes, you should be able to get your point across.
Rent your ass off. You got 5 minutes.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's been a few phone calls that just go a little too long. And I think in order to let everybody call in and for us to get a word in edgewise, we need to, because now all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock.
Show.
Yeah, now it's 5 o'clock and we've been on for freaking 3 hours. So, I don't know.
It's YouTube years.
Yeah. So maybe
3 hours in YouTube years.
Maybe doing a 5-minute limit kind of thing, and we don't have to be Nazis about it. I'm not going to be a Nazi about it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no. I'm sure every American has.
No, it
access
just
to
feels
reliable
like
history. Yeah.
if we get two 30-minute phone calls in, then all of a sudden our whole show is gone, and I haven't gotten anything out that I wanted to say. It's not true. It's not true.
No, it's not.
I'm exaggerating and I'm having fun. But we did.
I know it's not true.
Well, we should, when we were talking about the Supreme Court, we should have talked about the 193 gifts totaling $4 million that went to
racking them up.
What the fuck is that?
I haven't gotten that many gifts in my whole life.
Can you imagine? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna take like all your money and I'll like do and say I'll be your total puppet and do and say whatever you want me to do, as long as I like have like $4 million and like I can live comfy and I can pay my like nephew-ish's tuition, the nephew-ish.
Yeah,
the
ish.
nephew-ish. Couldn't be an illegitimate child there now, could it? There now, Clarence. Now I don't know about you, Clarence, but that's what I think it is. Just my opinion.
Yeah. With these people, as we've seen, anything is possible. Anything is possible with these people. They have no boundaries, no guardrails. They just fucking willy-nilly are running through life and grabbing everything they can
By the
at
pussy.
any expense.
I don't care.
So nothing would surprise me.
Yeah, it's become so blatant. So just there's not even a dog. There's no dog whistles anymore. It's blowhorns of horse shit that they're trying to fucking throw at us. And I for one, I'm standing up. We're gonna keep speaking out. We're gonna keep doing our show every Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Benny Loco, you want some closing words here, baby?
Well, I'm sorry my hair isn't as blue as I wanted it to be, but I'm working on it.
Bummer.
I may have to cut some off. We'll see what happens. I don't know how much more treatment it can take. It's been abused and used, guys.
Yeah.
So if I should show up on a Tuesday somewhere here, without hair, don't be surprised.
All right. You show up with a crew cut. We won't be surprised.
Short of that, listen, just keep making noise, guys. Keep talking to people. Keep bringing up shit. There's no way we can be quiet any longer. It doesn't matter if it hurts somebody's feelings. I don't give a fuck anymore. This is not about feelings. It's about our democracy. If they get their shorts in a knot, too fucking bad. At least you put it out there. And that is what our charge is to keep putting it out there.
Yep. 100%.
I had a lady park right next to me at the Dollar General the other day, and she got quickly out of her van and said, "I love the vote written all over your van." She said, "Not only is it cool as hell, it's sparkly."
Wait a minute. I'm there. I'm on it. I'm on it.
So, yeah, I mean,
It's so shiny. It's so shiny.
It's so shiny.
It's so shiny.
So, little things. You got to do little things because little things mean a lot. Oftentimes, they mean a great deal. So, those little things, keep doing it.
And just a little heads up note for this week. We do our show with Michelle Smith. We've been trying to do it every other week. We took last Friday off, so heads up, we might be doing this Friday a show with Michelle Smith from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And things that are going on there are very interesting in contradiction of what's going on here with the right. And, if we keep heading down Donald Trump path and the little mushroom path of right-wing Nazis, then we will end up like the Democratic Republic of Congo, where there really are no rules. There's no government. It's for shit. And that's why it's fascinating talking to her. So, watch out for that pop-up video, maybe possibly Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm kind of wait to hear because her internet is iffy, like in all war-torn countries, just like Phil from Ukraine. Sometimes he can't get on. Most of the time he can, but Africa's a whole fucking other animal. So just keep your heads up and look out for that. And I just want to thank everybody for being here on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you guys so much because, without you guys, what are we here for, really? We're trying to
hear on a phone call.
We're trying to get to 500. We're at 356 right now. The more you guys go out there,
talk about our show and other shows.
Yeah.
In other chats, you must mention Benny Loco. We can't just count on our mods to do that. We have to count on you guys too.
The
Just
more
in
you
case you
guys
didn't
say, check out Benny and Diane cast at YouTube on YouTube and Twitch on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you could just do that.
All the suffragettes, take a step forward. All
Yep.
the suffragettes, take a step forward.
Yep. We need
Seriously.
it more than ever. So share the show too. And we're going to try to do more clips. If you guys can do clips, do shorts. If you guys got the time, because I'm finding it real hard to find the fucking time to sit down and do shorts. Just saying.
I don't even know how to do shorts. I sent you the one short that I did, and that was the, China gear video.
Yeah. So I really appreciate everybody out there and all who come here and to hang out with us. It means a lot. And
It does.
and watch out for our merch, because we just got our new t-shirt is out there. I'm very excited about the new design. I think it looks really cool. It's like Benny and Diane are like dripping down into the 21st century suffragettes, and it's also kind of dripping up. It's kind of how I see it. It's tied together. We're tied together because we fought for these rights before. We won these arguments before. We're going to do it again. We have no other choice.
We ain't fucking going back.
It's either that or Handmaid's Tale, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to be kicking and screaming, and you're going to have to fucking kill me, you fucking sons of bitches. So,
Ain't happening.
Not going to happen while I'm still on the planet. So, Benny, again, I love you so much, and thank you for being my podcast partner, and we have a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And
yes, well, we have to make fun where we can, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, even soldiers on the battlefield in the most brutal wars in the world took time to have a little fun. Remember that. Got a lot of people through.
We're not going back. Not gonna do it. We're not going back. Benny?
Not an inch.
Diane. I'll see you next Tuesday.
I love you guys. Have a good day, and we'll see you up in the tubes.
Peace out.
And I'm alone on my birthday. Where have I gone? And am I lost? Where am I found? And I'm alone.